watching Fox 39 WEMT.
Welcome to our Friday Night Rivals pregame show. I'm PJ Johnson alongside Sports Director Casey Getz. And tonight, Casey, we've got Greenville and Johnson City Science Hill.
Yeah, Greenville 2-1 on the season. Science Hill, PJ, is 1-2. Last week, Science Hill took out some frustration on Hardin Valley, beating the Hawks 52-14. It was a much-needed win for the Toppers.
We just went into Hardin Valley, like, ready, hyping everybody up, because we got a lot of young guys. And we had to let them, like, get a feel of winning and what it feels like. And we decided, like, if they know what winnings feel like, we can just carry this on and on the next week and more after that.
And you finally got to air it out against Hardin Valley. I mean, that's something you've been wanting to do, isn't it?
Our team really got momentum after, you know, the first quarter and second quarter and halftime. We just started to get our game plan together, and everyone played really well.
What's Coach Carter been like, you know, after that 0-2 start? What was his kind of mood around the team? How did he get you guys refocused and ready for conference play? I mean, because those two losses you had were non-conference games. You get that big win at Hardin Valley, that's a conference game. How important was he in kind of getting your mind right for that Hardin Valley game?
Last week, coming into our first conference game against Hardin Valley, he was stressing, like, our season's not over yet. We could still come first in the conference. Let's go down to Knoxville and handle business and stuff like that.
Do you lead more by example, or are you more of a vocal leader for the team?
Example, like, I don't even really, like, talk like that at practice or, like, yell at players, but I do it. It's like somebody not doing the right thing, but players look up to me and they see me doing the right thing and they feel like, oh, Chris doing it, so I feel like I got to do it too.
You say you're somebody that leads by example. Last week, you scored 4 touchdowns at Hardin Valley, a game you guys desperately needed to win. What kind of momentum did that give you guys?
We feel like offense do good, defense go on the field, they do good. And defense do good, offense go out there and do good. It's like kind of like a pattern. Like, we just need everybody to do their part on the field and we keep it moving from there.
What is it you like so much about playing quarterback?
I have to be the leader when I'm the starting quarterback, and everybody's looking up to you. And you know, however your emotions are throughout the game or throughout practice, that's what everybody else is going to feed off of. So you just need to constantly be, you know, the face of the team and face of, you know, practice, and just be a good leader.
One of the guys that really stepped up last week was Batchelder. I mean, threw the ball a ton. What does that do for the team when you can loosen it up like that?
Connor, he's a throwing quarterback, really. He's not much of a runner. And for me, since he, like, throws the ball a lot, we throw it a lot, and it opens up room for me to run the ball, and it's just a good combo.
You're also a pretty good receiver as well. I mean, you caught the ball, you had that long screen touchdown against David Crockett. Is that also something you've been working on in your game and trying to be a better receiver?
Last season, I wasn't really a big catcher, but in the offseason, we got Connor. We'll come out here to the field, and we'll throw a couple routes with the right receivers, and I'll do it with them. Just trying to work on my hands better.
Chris told us how much you helped him. He said he never really caught the ball that much before until you moved here and you started working in the offseason to work on his hands, because the college coaches were telling him, hey, you're going to have to catch the ball in college. You can't just run it like you did in high school. Can you talk about the relationship you two developed during that period?
Him being able to catch the ball now, and you know, we just been working on it in practice. He's like able to spread the defense out by being able to be a receiving threat and a running threat.
So you come up here at the beginning of last year. What was it just like? I mean, coming into a new school, you know, halfway through your high school career, trying to get integrated with a new system, new players. What was that process like?
They're really welcoming for when I came in, and the coaches they're really, like, helped me learn the playbook really quickly, and it was a pretty smooth process.
What was the toughest transition?
Leaving, you know, a lot of my family and friends back in Miami, and just coming up here and making new friends. But that part, making new friends part, wasn't that difficult, because, you know, everyone here is really great.
What have you seen from Greenville? What do you expect from them? Obviously, they have one of the tougher defenses around the area. What are you expecting Friday night?
Mostly, you know, we're going to be still focused on, you know, getting a good game plan ready against them, because they have a good team like they do every year, and we just got to, you know, get good reps in practice.
Think you have something to prove against Greenville?
Yes, sir, because they really haven't met me yet as running the ball, so I'm going to try to go out there and make a statement.
Our pregame show is just getting started. When we come back, we're going to sit down with some members of the Greenville football team. But first, we're thankful to Food City for being the sponsor of our show. Here's Food City President and CEO, Steve Smith.
Hi, I'm Steve Smith with Food City. It's great to partner with WCYB to sponsor the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. You know, football in our communities is so important as families gather to root on their home team, to watch either in person or to watch on TV. And we're excited to be a sponsor. And don't forget, Food City is your tailgating headquarters.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Welcome to Express Checkout. On FriendshipCars.com, you can view inventory from all our locations. Get the best pricing and choose your payment without the hassle. Get an instant cash offer for your trade-in. Research and select a protection package that works best for you. Take advantage of all Express Checkout has to offer and be in and out in under 30 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. Instant pricing and Express Checkout from FriendshipCars.com. Start your new car shopping experience today.
Everhart Transportation, Inc. is looking for good, safe drivers. If you want to make great money, if you want more home time, if you want to be a name, part of a family, and not a number, call 423-783-9900. Check out the ETI rigs on YouTube.
Reunions. They're when we come back to the place where it all began. Because even if we weren't born here, it's a part of us. And we're always happy to be back. Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. Tickets on sale now.
Sky 5 drone, and he's in for the touchdown. Great effort by Dylan Cunningham. Break a couple tackles.
Fields, who's got some running room down the left side. He's got 2 men to beat.
Really a great game.
The middle, he's got a man out there and a diving catch. That's a scene you don't see very often.
The Greenville Green Devils versus the Science Hill Hilltoppers. Friday at 7 on Fox 39 WEMT.
Welcome back to our Friday Night Rivals pregame show. Greenville and Science Hill coming up your way right at the bottom of the hour.
Yeah, Greenville's the two-time defending 4A state champ, started the season with a 30-game winning streak. That streak, though, PG, ended in the season opener with a loss to Powell. Greenville's using that loss as motivation as they continue their quest for a third straight state title.
We're heartbroken, and it's tough to lose a game like that when it's close, but I really believe that the effort and the enthusiasm that the team had, the week preceding that or after that, it was hyped, and we were, we had lost. Our class had one time as a freshman versus Central, and just getting that feeling again is never something we want to repeat. So I think that's the theme or the mood of this team right now is to never have that happen again and to work to do whatever we need to do to fix it.
You probably had to do some leadership after that first game, and a tough loss, and to get everything straight back. You win all these games in a row, and that's all anybody talks about, and then all of a sudden you lose and everybody forgets.
Losing the streak, it was a tough one, but I definitely think it motivated us, and I think it's going to drive us throughout the year.
Was it a source of motivation, kind of with everyone saying Greenville lost everybody, they're going to fall off now? I mean, how did you guys instill in everybody that that's not going to happen under our watch?
I'm really tired of hearing that question, really, to hear, Cade's gone, Dorian's, Cameron's gone. What are you going to do now? Well, we're going to win football games like we have. Next man up. Someone gets down, come on, let's go. Just going to play football.
The big chip on our shoulder this year is just saying, you've lost everyone. You're done. But I can say we haven't lost everyone, and there's been guys who have been waiting their turn for a long time, and they're ready to play. And you've seen a lot of those guys making plays on Friday, and I can't wait to see what they do the rest of the season. So, I mean, of course, there's always going to be a chip on your shoulder when you're the smaller school, but we should handle it well.
When you finish at the top with a state championship and you come back and you do it again, and you come back and you try to do it again, is that a lot of pressure for a high school kid?
You can't go to church without half the old men in the church saying, hey, how's the team looking this year, But it's definitely a good environment. It's good pressure to have. I mean, no pressure is bad pressure. So I'm happy to be in the position we're in right now. We understand there's a huge target on our back, but we're happy for it to be there.
Coach Hammond's told us week in and week out that we were coming into this season with a huge target on our back. It's a huge target. Everybody's coming for us, and he was right. He was right. I feel like there was a target on our back because we were the two-time state champions, and I feel like the only thing we can do is execute and hopefully keep that target on our back.
As one of the leaders of this team, coming off that back-to-back state championship team, but losing a lot of guys from last year, as one of the leaders, how did you go about making sure everyone else knows there's a standard here at Greenville and that this is where it's going to be at?
If you're in this program, you know what's expected of you. You see guys come in and out every day to work. And growing up in the program, you start as a freshman, watch the seniors, and they work their tail off, and they get rewarded for it. And then you can become a sophomore, and you just get closer and closer to a leading position. And I think that's no different. The guys who are younger right now are seeing the older guys work as hard as you can. So it's really just kind of a look up to see how hard somebody's working, and you follow.
Are these the type of games you live for? I mean, last week you had 1 carry. I'm sure, you love the games where you can get 20, 25 carries. I mean, are these big games, that this is what you live for and these are the ones you're excited about?
Absolutely. I think last time we went down to Science Hill, my sophomore year, I played 95 snaps. And so it's, I wouldn't have it any other way. Being on the sideline, it gives me nervous energy in a bad way, because I want to be out there on the field with the guys. So versus a team like this, definitely going to be on the field, excited.
It's always been a game that we've looked forward to, playing Science Hill at Liberty Bell when we were in middle school. We played against guys who we played growing up against, so it's always a good rivalry game. I know Science Hill always comes out ready to play, and can't wait to play on Friday.
What do you like playing better, offensive line or defensive line?
Right now, probably offensive line, just because that's where I'm gonna make my money later. So defense it's really fun too. So
what's the mentality a lineman has to have? Like, especially see from an offensive lineman here, off the field, nice personal person, but when you step on that other side of the line there, you kind of got to turn a switch and get that nasty streak in you.
In the school, you hold doors, yes sir, and yes ma'am, but on the field, you just flip the switch, different person.
It's always hard to look down the road, but you've already mentioned it. Your moneymaker's your offensive line, so have you thought about college and what it's going to be like? I know you know where you're going to go, and you glad all that decision's out of the way?
Yeah, I'm definitely glad. It feels like a weight has been lifted off, because now I can just focus on football, and I get to look forward to that later, and I don't have to worry about recruiting or anything like that. But yeah, I feel blessed that I'm locked in and I know where I'm headed. I think Marshall was the one who I committed to. There was actually my first Conference USA offer, so that's when I actually realized that, hey, I could play at this stage, and that really excited me.
Just how much of a relief was it to get that recruiting process over with, and what was it about Furman that drew you to them?
The relief that I got from committing was unsurmountable. It was just like a weight, and it was actually a wonderful God moment. I was in the car just praying and really reflecting on the decision, and it just hit me. It's a no-brainer to go to Furman because of just the atmosphere that they bring with the coaching staff, and I visited there 5 times, and just every time I go, I see something new and something better, and it's a growing program, and they're going to have a lot of success this year, and hopefully more success when I'm there.
People from other teams around this area may not be rooting for you on Friday nights, but next year they'll be rooting for you on Saturday. Being in Tennessee, I know that's still a couple months away, but just kind of, as it hits you at all, realize, or just the realization that you're going to be a part of the Tennessee football team in the future?
Other than paying attention on Saturdays, I'm more focused on this team right here. There's a lot of guys, when they commit to schools, they're just, okay, I'm ready to go to college. When we grew up in this community, we didn't think about going and playing for Tennessee or Marshall or Furman. We thought about playing for Greenville High School, and that's where we wanted to be. And then we just knew college would come after. So we wanted to win state championships for Greenville, watching them grow up and watching 2010, 2011 teams win state championships. I mean, it was very influential for us, so we've been waiting for this.
Coming up next in the Food City pregame show, we're going to go inside the numbers on Greenville and Science Hill.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Everhart Transportation Incorporated has been supporting the Green Devils for years, and they say go Devils. And when your transportation needs to go, call Everhart Transportation Incorporated at 800-701-7159. Go Devils!
Hear that? That's the sound of scrambling eggs, sizzling bacon, and fresh biscuits headed for the breakfast bar. Shoney's. Let's eat.
Have you collected or inherited gold jewelry, silver diningware, gold or silver coins over the years? Nearly everyone has a collection, whether they realize it or not. Even broken gold jewelry is valuable. At Southern Gold Traders, you can get a free evaluation and find out what they're worth. And if you're looking to sell, we offer cash on the spot. We also offer watch and car key battery replacements. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or repair, stop by Southern Gold Traders in Bristol or Johnson City.
Week 2 doesn't get much bigger than this.
1, 2, 3.
NFC East rivals collide as Zeke leads the Cowboys against the Redskins. Then, in America's Game of the Week, it's the game everyone's been waiting for.
Just wait for each other.
As Drew Brees and the Saints battle Gurley and the Rams.
Touchdown.
In an NFC Championship rematch. It's a huge Week 2 doubleheader. Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. Science Hill and Greenville have met 43 times. In fact, they played every year from 1955 to 1976. And they even met once in the playoffs. That was in 1985. And this marks the third straight year these two will play against teams, and they're averaging over 30 points a game, Casey.
They are, both teams averaging over 30 points a game. Defensively, though, this is where they separate themselves. Greenville only giving up 11 points per game this year, while Science Hill is giving up 34 points per game.
This September, Food City kicks off its ever-popular School Bucks program, which gives money back to our area schools. For every dollar you spend, your school will get 1 point, and we're committed to give over $700,000 this year alone to our area schools. Since School Bucks kicked off many years ago, Food City has given over $19 million to help our young people in our area schools learn. Please participate in School Bucks and help your local schools. We encourage colleges, high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools to participate in this wonderful program.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Everhart Transportation, Inc. is looking for good, safe drivers. If you want to make great money, if you want more home time, if you want to be a name, part of a family, and not a number, call 423-783-9900. Check out the ETI rigs on YouTube.
Watch News 5 tonight at 11, Monday through Thursday, for your chance to win tickets to Rhythm and Roots. The fifth caller will win 5 one-day passes to Rhythm and Roots Reunion, September 20th through the 22nd. For more information, go to WCYB.com's contest page.
Toyota's Last Chance Clearance. Take one.
It's the Toyota Last Chance Clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a Tacoma with 3.9. Correction, where you can get 2.9 financing for 60 months on any rugged new 2019 Tacoma. Or cut a deal on a new Tacoma with $1,750 cash back. Or a full-size Tundra with $3,000 cash back. With a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota Last Chance Clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Saturday, September the 14th, join us at the Pinnacle for the Tri-Cities Walk Run to End Childhood Cancer.
Families at St. Jude never receive a bill for travel, treatment, housing, or food.
Go to stjude.org/walkrun to sign up and join the team.
September's Friday Night Rivals High School Football Month on Fox 39. See a different matchup every Friday night on Fox 39 WEMT. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Hello and welcome into Prep Picks. Casey Getz alongside Heather Williams and Steve Wilmuth of ESPN Tri-Cities, TriCitiesSports.com. Last week, I'll take the win at 4-1, but now we're all dead even, back to where we started, all with the same record.
You're really going to count that Boone game against me last week where I didn't know that the big man wasn't playing? It's cold-blooded.
Heather, in a word, yes, we are going to count it against him. Yeah, sorry, Steve. Well, Steve, I will start with you this week. I'll give you the first pick. A battle of unbeatens in Southwest Virginia. Hurley hosting Patrick Henry.
And I think Hurley is going to be in it knee-deep against running back Zach Brown and Cody Smith of Patrick Henry. Those two guys have rushed for at least 133 yards in each of their first two games. Smith has 346 yards and 5 touchdowns. Brown has 286 and 5. I like the Rebels on the road over the Rebels.
Well, Hurley has 18 starters returning from last year. The only thing that's really new is their head coach. They have a pretty good program. They're going to have a lot of big wins. This week, though, will not be one of them. I like Patrick Henry on the road.
Steve, you stole my line. I was going to say I'm taking the Rebels to win, but I'm hoping neither one of you would ask me which one. But I'm taking Patrick Henry Rebels to get the win on the road. Heather, we have another battle of unbeatens in Southwest Virginia. Ridgeview at Y Central.
How's this for a stat? I'm going to pull out my best Steve Wilmoth right here. Trenton Atkins has 652 yards rushing and 11 touchdowns in 2 games. In 2 games. He can make it to 1,000 yards, which is a good season, right? In less than 4 games. It's been an unbelievable start to the season for him. And so until somebody finds a way to slow him down, you cannot pick against Ridgeview.
Atkins and company, they don't need but 1 or 2 plays, and they're going to score. So Atkins, he may get 1,000 yards in 3 games, Heather.
Yeah,
Let's
possible.
go 3 games, yes.
Yeah, both of these teams have been lighting up the scoreboard. I've actually seen both of these teams play so far this season. Y Central playing the Lebanon game, and I was at that opener for Ridgeview against J.I. Burton. I think number 6 is just a special player. Ridgeview, I'm going to take the Wolfpack on the road and get this win. Now we'll go to the one matchup with one team from Virginia, one team from Tennessee. Steve, Sullivan South traveling over to Gate City this week.
Gate City, back to that Blue Devil formula. 295 yards rushing in the upset over Richlands, 261 in a near upset over Abingdon. But conversely, they've allowed 274 yards on the ground last week to the Falcons. Does anybody stop the run in Southwest Virginia? Everybody runs for massive amounts of yards. I like the Rebels on the road at Gate City.
If you'd have asked me to answer this question before the season started, I would have said Sullivan South, and I wouldn't even have batted an eye. But what an impressive start to the season for Gate City, upsetting Richlands to start the year and then playing a really good Abingdon team very close in their home opener. I'm going to take Gate City.
Oh, well, Heather, you're not alone. I'm also taking Gate City in this one as well. I think, it was really impressive what they did even in the loss to Abingdon. After the Richlands game, I was like, I want to see it again, and they definitely showed it against Abingdon. So I think Gate City at home is going to get this win here. Well, Heather, there is only one matchup this week between teams in Northeast Tennessee that are undefeated. That is West Green and South Green.
I think this is really going to come down to who runs the ball better, and just based on what they've done throughout the entire season, that to me gives the nod to South Green.
Yeah, both teams undefeated, but the collective record of the teams they have beaten is 3-11. And I can't go against the theme of the night. That's Rebels winning. South Green Rebels win it on this one.
I see what you're doing there.
That's 3 Rebels for you, I think, so far, right, Steve?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to hop on your bandwagon. I'm going to take South Green to get this win. Finally, our TV game this week is Greenville at Science Hill. Boy, Steve, the Toppers really needed to win last week. They got it big on the road. Can they follow it up this week coming at home now against Greenville?
I'm going to back, kind of the way Heather said South and Gate City a week ago. We don't bat an eye on who we picked to win this game. Connor Batchelder, quarterback for Science Hill, throws for 4 touchdowns to 4 different receivers. Greenville's defense is always tough, only allowed 33 points in its first 3 games combined. They've not really seen a passing attack like what Science Hill has, combined with running back Chris Thomas. It's time to go out on the limb, boys and girls. Toppers win over the Devils.
I like going out on a limb, but I'm not going on one that thin. I like Greenville in this game.
Ty Youngblood last week had 1 carry for Greenville. They basically had a scrimmage against Union County. Watch your Youngblood maybe get 20, 25 carries this week. I think Greenville, the ground and pound game, then a strong defense is going to pull one out over Science Hill. Well, Steve and Heather, thank you so much for joining me. You can see all your scores and highlights coming up on Friday Night Huddle.
Kids are more sensitive to radiation.
So we get x-rays in one take by getting kids to hold perfectly still, which is against their nature. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Everhart Transportation Incorporated has been supporting the Green Devils for years, and they say go Devils. And when your transportation needs to go, call Everhart Transportation Incorporated at 800-701-7159. Go Devils!
Saturday, September the 14th, join us at the Pinnacle for the Tri-Cities Walk Run to End Childhood Cancer.
Families at St. Jude never receive a bill for travel, treatment, housing, or food.
Go to stjude.org/walkrun to sign up and join a team.
Things that make you go,
Fantasia.
Shaka Khan. It's Larry Bird.
Things that make you go,
Things that make you go,
Things that make you go, Things that make you go, Things that make you go,
Mass Singer.
Sinus infections, sneezing, runny nose, and allergies keeping you inside? Don't let that hold you back. Take control and enjoy the great outdoors with customized sinus remedies from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. Anderson's personalized nasal solutions deliver sinus relief directly where you need it. Breathe easier and leave sinus misery behind with customized sinus solutions from Anderson Compounding Pharmacy. In stores, online, or by phone.
Kids' immune systems are still learning to fight.
So illnesses can overpower them more quickly. That's why we provide pediatricians 24/7, expert fighters ready to rumble. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Tonight's School Spotlight is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Even after 21 years, Angela Taylor's eyes light up talking about her work as a teacher.
Teaching's a calling. It's what I believe true teachers are born to do this job. You have to love students. You have to love your subject. I come to work excited every day.
Taylor has spent her entire career at Science Hill High School, motivating and empowering students in her English and advanced placement classes.
You really do believe you're making a difference.
She spent almost as much time planning every homecoming, prom, festival, and school spirit activity in her role as co-sponsor for the student government.
Students need to see that you care about them outside the classroom. And one way to do that and do that effectively is to connect with them in a more personal kind of way, to contribute to school spirit.
You can see why Taylor, who goes above and beyond a classroom curriculum, was recently recognized as Teacher of the Year.
Food City is proud this September to participate in the Food Marketing Institute Family Meals Month. We encourage each family to sit down one more day a week and have a family meal. Families that sit down together communicate better together and bond better together. Plus, having a meal at home is also a healthy way to eat. Again, Food City, FMI, Family Meals Month this September. We hope you'll participate.
Save money on weekly sale items and save time when you pick them all up curbside.
This week, save on Food City Fresh Ground Chuck, rotisserie chicken, hand-cut in-store snack cups, and more.
Value every day, Food City.
Get your last news of the day first on Fox 39 News at 10.
Get original content every night you won't find anywhere else. Dave Dirks and the Storm Track 5 weather team will give us an exclusive 10-day forecast so we can plan ahead. Join your favorite anchors PJ Johnson and Rebecca Pepin on Fox 39 News at 10.
A Week 2 doubleheader. Cowboys, Redskins, and Saints, Rams. Sunday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
When we decided to put a pool in our backyard, we wanted to pick a company with a 25-year reputation for doing things right.
Holly at Brooks Malone made sure that we were satisfied from start to finish.
From design to laying out the template to show us in the yard what our pool would look like, to taking us to several different pools to help us decide on gas lights, fencing, rocks. They're more than just a pool company. We can call them now a year after having the pool. It's support, it's service, it's the total package with Brooks Malone.
Hi, I'm Holly at Brooks Malone. Give me a call today for your free estimate.
Our last slide there about co-signing agreements. I know we haven't actually made a that's lunch.
Relief by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
When the sun comes up, it's go time, whether at work or at play, on the field or off. Life doesn't stop, and neither should you. So when you get injured, Holston Medical Group is here to get you back on your feet. Our orthopedic and sports medicine physicians deliver quality care that exceeds expectations, specializing in non-surgical techniques and minimally invasive procedures to get you back in the game fast. Now with convenient walk-in access in Bristol at Sapling Grove. We are HMG, your doctor, your family, your health partner for life.
Here's the Fox 39 Tri-Cities weather forecast.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
It is one of the prettiest sights in Upper East Tennessee. Science Hill High School, Hermit Tipton Stadium, Steve Spurrier Field from the Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. Hello, everyone. I'm PJ Johnson, the voice of Friday Night Rivals, along with sports director Casey Getz. And this is a game that you don't have to hype, Casey, because these are two powerhouses.
Yeah, Greenville, Science Hill, Greenville, PJ, they won the toss and they said, give us the ball. The Green Devils will be on offense to start the game here tonight.
One thing to keep your eye on tonight, the quarterback for Greenville, back in the lineup, Drew Gregg. Tell us about Gregg, Casey.
Well, Gregg's a transfer from Knox Catholic High School. He's a junior. He got hurt in the Powell game. He did finish it, but he has not played since the opener for Greenville.
Now, we've watched Cade Hensley a couple of times this year. This kid has a strong leg. We're ready for the Toyota kickoff now. And we're off. And that is out of here.
Almost 3 points for the Toppers there. Almost sent that one through the goalpost. There's a nice breeze up here tonight as well. Obviously, it's going left to right, so Science Hill kicking there with the wind at their back.
That Dave Dirks forecast had us concerned for a little while, but it has turned out to be a very pleasant night. Great crowd on hand here at Science Hill, and we're ready for some great high school football. Keep your eye on Ty Youngblood tonight, number 47. He's one of the strong running backs for the Green Devils. Drew Gregg will be your quarterback, and this is an offense that can move the ball. It'll be first down from the 20-yard line. From the spread. Gregg. And a fumble already. Science Hill is on that ball, and Science Hill takes over after a fumble by the Green Devils on the first play of the game.
And that's recovered by Nicholas Copenhaver for Science Hill. PJ, you wonder, it's the first game action Drew Gregg has seen in only 3 weeks. Him and Youngblood there on the exchange. A little confusion. Science Hill, you would like to see them pick it up and run it in for the end zone there, but Toppers, great field position here.
This is something the Toppers have looked forward to. A turnover early. That's something that hasn't happened for them this year. Now the Topper offense, Connor Batchelder, your quarterback. And your starting lineups tonight, Batchelder and Chris Thomas, two of the guys you will want to watch. From the spread, Batchelder will hand it off to Thomas. He's going left. He's got his eye on the end zone. He breaks close, but not close enough. You'll be, looks like about the 1.5-yard line.
That's a great run by Chris Thomas. There's 3 Greenville defenders kind of eyeing him up, and he just took it outside, outran everybody to the corner. Nice game there. Here's the Greenville defense. Ty Youngblood there in the middle. Also Will Albright. There'd be keys, and up front, Chris Eberhard goes both ways, offensive and defensive line for the Green Devils.
And one guy you might want to watch, A.J. Stewart, a defensive back who used to play at Science Hill, now plays for the Green Devils. Again, Batchelder from the spread. Hand off to Thomas to the right side. No going there as a big, strong defensive line for the Green Devils say no way.
Yeah, Greenville's defensive line there holding, and we'll see if they can keep it here. It's 2nd and goal now for Science Hill, and PJ, Science Hill, you could not have asked for a better start for the Toppers. They get a turnover on the first play. Chris Thomas will see if he can punch it here in the end zone. I would expect also watch maybe Batchelder to keep it and run it in himself here.
Batchelder, the senior quarterback, moved here from Miami. There he goes again to Thomas, who is stopped again just short of the goal line. Big defensive line for Greenville doing the job.
And there's Ty Youngblood getting off the ground for the Green Devils. Everhart's there in the middle as well. Tell you what, if Greenville can get this stop here on third down, it'll make things very, very interesting for Science Hill. You see Ty Youngblood, the senior running back linebacker for Greenville. That ball is inside the 1 yard line.
This time under center, Patchell. He's going to fake it. He's going to throw it up. And he's got a receiver out there, and that is a touchdown for the Toppers. And it was Solomon Dunn out in the right flank making that touchdown reception.
Actually, that was Braden Anderson, number 8. Yeah, Braden Anderson for Science Hill into touchdown. Nice play action fake there on 3rd and goal. Anderson was wide open for the touchdown. Science Hill punches it in.
So after running it up the middle a couple of times, Stacey Carter says, well, let's fake it and then throw it up. And it's a touchdown for the Toppers. And they're on the board quickly here.
They're 1 player short. They're coming in for the extra point, but they got plenty of time. The play clock still at 15 seconds.
And Hindley's boot is up and it's through. So Science Hill leads it 7-0. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers. We're back here at Kerman-Tipton Stadium, where we've seen a lot of action on the first series. The Green Devils fumbling on the first play of the game, and Science Hill scoring, what, 5 plays later, 4 plays later?
4 plays later, yeah. Chris Thomas had 3 runs, and then the last one was Batchelder on the pass to Braden Anderson for the touchdown. So if you're Science Hill now, you get that lead on offense, and now we'll see how Greenville responds on offense. They had 1 play, and they fumbled it. There's Dan Hammonds, the coach at Greenville, looking at the iPad there, seeing what maybe went wrong with that first offensive play for Greenville.
That's something that we've touched on a couple of times this year. All these teams have this iPad technology where they can watch replays and see exactly what happened. Again, Cade Hensley, who last time booted it almost through the uprights. He's got a strong leg, and he'll be kicking off from the 40-yard line. Another Toyota kickoff is underway here on Friday Night Rivals. And again, through the uprights. Man, what a leg that kid has. So it'll be first down for the Green Devils from the 20-yard line.
And PJ, that is such a weapon in high school because the ball goes to the 20-yard line. And if you make a team have to go 80 yards for a touchdown, chances are it's hard for them to do that consistently. But if you get a big kick return, maybe you get the ball to 35 or the 40, that's 2 less first downs you need on a drive.
So as things go a little smoother this time for Greenville, we'll see, again, Mr. Gregg at quarterback. He's got a handoff to Youngblood, who needs some traffic.
That ball came out, but they're going to say he was down by contact there.
That's the last thing Greenville could afford, is another fumble.
Youngblood's going to check out of the game after a couple, almost another turnover there for Greenville.
Gregg from the spread. He's going to put it in the air, and he has his receiver out there, and that was A.J. Stewart for a good ground. Now, Stewart, tell us his story.
Well, he was the quarterback last year at Science Hill, but he transferred in the offseason to Greenville. He's not playing quarterback at Greenville, wide receiver, defensive back, but you know he wants to show up in this game and play well. Here's the Greenville offense. You see Drew Gregg. This is his second start at Greenville's quarterback. He was injured in the opener.
Another handoff up the middle. That's again Youngblood. No, actually, so it was not.
As Mason Gudger. Greenville pretty much always runs their offense out of the shotgun. They got 3-by-1 receivers. Here's the Science Hill defense. their big Jaden Miles, number 77, see if he gets some penetration in this game.
Greg this time going long to Albright, and it's picked off by the Toppers. That's Copenhaver. Nicholas Copenhaver cut in front of Albright, made the interception, and Science Hills on a roll again.
Nicholas Copenhaver already 2 turnovers. He had the fumble recovery for Science Hill. Now a great interception, just reading Greg's eyes. Cuts right in front of Albright. Science Hill could not have asked for a better start here, PJ.
Here's our replay, the Toyota replay.
I see Drew Gregg here just eyeing down his receiver the whole time, and Copenhaver comes from the other side, cuts right underneath, and makes the interception.
Just the way they coach you. That's your Toyota replay. Now, first down Toppers. Batchelder from the spread. He dropped back to throw. He looks down the field. He's got his little receiver out there. And then, of course, is Chris Thomas. They're trying to invent ways for Thomas to get the ball. The ball came loose, it looked like.
Now we got a penalty as well. There's a flag on the play. There's a Science Hills player. His helmet came off, one of the offensive linemen. You wonder if this is going to be on Greenville, maybe some illegal contact to get that face mask to be able to come off there. We're going to get the call.
When we talked to Stacey Carter in the pregame show, he said, we have to find ways to get Chris Thomas the ball. Our offensive line is young. We can't always run it like we want to. We have to be creative, and so far they have been.
That call, by the way, was holding on Greenville, so that'll be the penalty. But yes, you know, and that was a great job there by Batchelder. The receivers deep were not open. He just checked it down to Thomas. The running back didn't try to force anything, just take what the defense gives you.
That is a big penalty against Greenville.
The referee's microphone wasn't working there, but we did by the motion see he was holding, and now the ball goes back down to the 16-yard line. You know, Science Hill was trying to take a shot there after the turnover on first down. They're in the Toyota red zone, though, after that penalty.
Another handoff. There it again is Chris Thomas, who kind of dances his way for a couple of yards.
Yeah, Isaac Brown in on the stop for Greenville. So far, Thomas not been very successful running up the middle. His first carry, he cut it outside, got 10 yards. That's where he's had his most success so far.
That brings to second down. You can do a lot of things out of this spread, and Science Hill does them all. Batchelder handing the ball on a little end around. And that's going to be a short gain for number 14, Cole Corbett.
And another Science Hill player loses their helmet on the play. In high school, you lose your helmet, you got to come out for a play.
So the substitution will go in. Batchelder facing a third down. And about 5.
Ball's at the 11-yard line here.
In from the spread. Motion. There's a handoff to Thomas up the middle. He's broken a couple of tackles. Somebody has him by the ankles, and now a host of Green Devils bring him down.
He looks pretty close to a first down. And they're going to bring the chains out and measure it.
So if it is fourth down, do you go for it or do you take the points?
You go for it. I mean, you're Science Hill. Everything's on your side right now. You have momentum.
Here's another beautiful shot from Kermit Tipton Stadium, the Sky 5 drone. Just a great facility here at Science Hill. What a great place. And you can see the crowd on hand. Great crowd here tonight, checking out all the action of the Toppers and the Green Devils.
It's a first down for Science Hill. So Stacey Carter doesn't have to worry about that decision that was taken care of before they were at the first down. So that's a first and goal now for Science Hill. And I would expect, you know, they did go to the air on third and goal for the touchdown to Braden Anderson in the last drive. Champion Chevrolet first down as well for Science Hill.
So we'll see what Science Hill has this time. Thomas will still be in the backfield. We haven't seen Malik Bowman yet carry the ball.
And Chris Thomas could be the workhorse for Science Hill.
There it is in the air, and it's another pass up there for a They did call a touchdown for number 21. That's Andrew Kennedy.
Science Hill going to the air here early. The play action's really working, PJ.
Well, Batchelder, we've seen him throw, and last week in Hardin Valley, he threw for over 300 yards, and what confidence it gave that young man.
Take a look at the replay here. They fake it to Torbett, and then the back of the end zone. Nice arc on that throw to get over the defense, and A.J. Stewart couldn't get there in time. And you know that meant a little extra to Canada, kind of looking back at Stewart almost a little bit there.
And the point after is good, and Science Hill has increased its lead to 14-0. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Express Checkout. On FriendshipCars.com, you can view inventory from all our locations. Get the best pricing and choose your payment without the hassle. Get an instant cash offer for your trade-in. Research and select a protection package that works best for you. Take advantage of all Express Checkout has to offer and be in and out in under 30 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. Instant pricing and Express Checkout from FriendshipCars.com. Start your new car shopping experience today.
Back here at Kermit-Tipton Stadium, where the Science Hill Hilltoppers have taken a 14-0 lead over the Greenville Green Devils, and so far the Devils have been their own worst enemy, Casey.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers, PJ. One was a fumble between an exchange with Drew Gregg and Ty Youngblood. The second one was an interception by Gregg. So Greenville needs to settle down offensively, get a couple first downs here. A long way to go still in this one.
Another Toyota kickoff powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers, and he hit that to the dealership. Out of the end zone again, and Science Hill again using the kicking as a weapon, keeping Greenville pinned back on their own 20-yard line.
Yep, third straight possession. They'll start at the 20. Here's our keys to the game for Greenville. Control the line of scrimmage, eliminate the big play. They've already given up 2 touchdowns. Science Hill, they're forcing turnovers, stopping the run so far. They've negated Youngblood and Gudger, and then big plays on offense, and we've seen that already with 2 touchdowns by the Toppers. Youngblood is back at running back. We got a new quarterback in for Greenville, Blaine Ferguson.
Ferguson played last week. He hands it to Youngblood, and he just smashes his way through that offensive line into the interior defense of the Science Hill Hilltoppers for a pretty good gain on first down.
Yeah, Blaine Ferguson, he is a senior for Greenville, 5'10", 155 pounds senior. He was the backup for several years behind Cade Ballard last year. Again, he played 2 weeks ago at Daniel Boone, and last week against Union County. He comes in on the 3rd series for the Green Devils.
He fakes the handoff this time, and there's a whistle.
I think that one was against Greenville.
Now, we understand, we were talking to some of the Greenville folks, that Ferguson's dad is a football coach as well.
He's the offensive coordinator at Tusculum. That was Patrick Crum, buddy that does the Greenville games on radio, was telling us that before the game.
If there's a stat about Greenville you need, it is Patrick Crum that can give it to you. And we always appreciate Tim Copenhaver and Andy and all the good folks at Champion Chevrolet for sponsoring our Facebook Live. Again, for all our Facebook viewers tonight, tell us hello. Tell us where you're from. We'd like to know. So second down for the Devils. Ferguson with the snap. He's going to look down the sidelines. He has a receiver out there, and the ball is knocked away and maybe intercepted.
Wow.
Wow, what a play, but they're saying he's out of bounds. We'll have to see that replay.
That was Joshua Santiago. That was unbelievable. But yeah, they're saying he's out of bounds. He can't believe it.
He only needs 1 foot in.
He's saying, look at the video board. You can't do that in high school. We got people up here. Here's the replay. Santiago tips the ball.
Now watch his foot. Oh, his foot's down. Oh, both of them might have been down. Oh, my goodness.
And a sack here by Science Hill. The only one thing I wonder is, did he have possession of the ball? Looked like that foot, maybe the toe might have been out of bounds by the referee, maybe by the time he had possession. It was close.
Terrific work by our camera crew, though, to show you that replay and to show you that. A big flag on the field. Third down and long. It's going to be third down and longer. Oh, looks like offset.
Yeah, there's a holding penalty on Greenville, but then a personal foul on Science Hill, a dead ball. Well, the referee indicated that the personal foul was a dead ball. So they might take back the holding and then march 15 yards back the other way here.
As if it were two separate calls.
Yes. Because one happened after the play.
After the play, so hence the name dead ball.
The holding penalty would be half the distance to the goal because they're inside the 20-yard line.
That's what they're doing. They're marching that off. And now they'll come back the other way, I'm guessing?
Yes, they'll come back the other way, and it should be Greenville will end up getting us some yardage out of this. So the personal foul will be 15 yards.
You do the math on this, Casey. You're a math whiz. Did they mark it out correctly?
I believe so, yes. And it's third down. It's not an automatic first down for a personal foul in high school. Repeat the down. So Greenville gets a couple yards on that play. It's third down.
Ferguson remains a quarterback. Young blood to his side. He's going to throw it down the right sideline, and that's incomplete.
That'll force Greenville to have to punt the ball. Greenville has not been able to get anything going offensively early here. Now the defense, for once, unless there's a big punt return, Science Hill should not start this possession in Greenville territory.
And we talked about Hensley tonight, but this C.J. Jones has a great leg as well for the Green Devils.
Yeah, C.J. Jones, the senior kicker, punter for Greenville. He has a big leg as well. The first time we'll get to see him in the game.
And Jones gets that boot away. And it looks like the Toppers are going to let it go out of bounds. So we're going to take a break. Science Hill leads it 14-0. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Trying to please everyone? With the delicious selections on Shoney's buffet and menu, you'll find something for everyone. Family time calls for your favorites. The Slim Jim Sandwich, All-American Burger, or the Soup Salad and Fruit Bar. All fresh for your family at Shoney's.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. 1,500 double cab 4x4, $29,995. 1,500 crew cab 4x4, $32,995. 1,500 double and crew cab All-Stars, $11,000 and $12,000 off. 2,500 Duramax diesel, $13,771 off. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
Welcome back to Kermit-Tipton Stadium, everyone, where Science Hill is playing the game of the season so far for them. Everything has gone the Toppers' way. They lead it 14-0, and they've looked very sharp in doing so.
This looks like a completely different team than what we saw 2 weeks ago in Jonesboro against David Crockett. Remember that game? They fell behind 27-0 against David Crockett. They got within 2 touchdowns a couple times. Almost a reversal of fortunes here tonight. Science Hill's the one jumping out to a 14-0 lead. This is her third possession. The third possession is going to start in Greenville territory.
Batchelor so far has looked terrific. Running this offense. They want to run the ball to Chris Thomas, but they've had more success in the air tonight, thanks to the arm of Batchelor. He gives it to Thomas off the left side, takes a tackler with him for a gain of about 3.
If you're Greenville, you just need, I'll look at it in a big picture. If you're down 14-0, you just need to get a stop here in defense. I mean, the defense has been put in some tough positions early for Greenville. You know, so far in the season, PJ, coming into this game, Greenville was -3 in turnover ratio. They're now up to -5. The Green Devils, they've had 7 fumbles so far this season. They've lost 5 of them.
Drop the spread. Batchelder's going to put it in the air. He's looking over the middle. He's going to roll to the right. He's got defense there, and he is surrounded. A big loss for the Toppers.
Well, obviously, that's the coverage sack initially. There was nowhere for Batchelder to go. He was protected early on in that, but you can only hold the blocks for so long. I mean, look here. He has plenty of time here. No one's around him. Nobody's around him, but then eventually it breaks down. You can't ask the offensive lineman to hold their blocks for 5, 6, 7 seconds.
He's got to throw that ball away. He's got to throw it away. Instead, he takes the big loss, and the Toppers are in the hole for the first time all night. It's over at Thomas. Thomas is running out to the right. Antonio's looking that way. Now he fakes. Now he throws out to a receiver that's incomplete over the middle. A couple of defenders in there hitting hard against the receiver for the Toppers. So it looks like the Toppers will be punting for the first time all night.
If you're Greenville, that's what you need to start with here. You get a stop, and you make Science Hill punt the ball. I mean, Greenville, they've only given up 33 points all season coming into this game. They gave up 19 points to Powell in the loss, 14 points to Daniel Boone, and they had a shutout last week.
And Hensley boots this ball away. And the Green Devils, oh, they've touched it. Now it goes in the end zone. More problems for Greenville. We may have a safety here, Casey.
And I don't know. It looks like there were... Yeah, I think that was a safety. No. Let's take a look here. Did he...
It definitely hit him right there. And then he fumbles it, and then he falls on it in the end zone. Is that because the kickoff went in the end zone and you can't run it out? We'll have to check on that. So the Green Devils really got lucky on that play. Ferguson's still in there. And now the officials are calling timeout.
Science Hill calls the timeout. I believe they only had 10 players on the field that play, so heads up to get a timeout call. But yeah, Greenville very lucky to get that ball.
And once again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors, including Food City and our good buddy Steve Smith.
Families that sit down together, communicate better together, and bond better together. Plus, having a meal at home is also a healthy way to eat. Again, Food City, FMI, Family Meals Month this September. We hope you'll participate.
Ferguson's still at quarterback. Green Devils trying to get something going. They're hit in the backfield, and this Science Hill defense just looks terrific.
Hey, Greenville, talk about penetration in the backfield. There's nowhere to go for Greenville. Science Hill's defense playing lights out. And it's hard for the ball carrier, PJ, when he's getting hit basically as he gets the ball right here. Great job by Science. So you see, look at that, 4, 5, 6, 7 Toppers just swarming to the ball on defense.
Ralph Nelson, of course, guiding that defense for Science Hill. Ferguson looking it over, marks out some signals. Now he walks up to the line, now back in the shotgun. That's Youngblood on his left. He's going to hand the ball off, though. And again, the Toppers are just waiting for them with little or no gain.
And there's Mason Gudger on the carry for Greenville. That's going to set up a 3rd and long for the Green Devils. If you're Greenville here, you know, it's 3rd and long. You don't, I mean, obviously it's going to be a passing play here, but Science Hill knows that as well. So maybe you want to do something high percentage. Get a screen in here, maybe get Youngblood the ball or a Gudger in space and try and get maybe follow those linemen.
We haven't seen Albright. The only time they targeted Albright, it was picked off by Nicholas Copenhagen. Ferguson looking it over, and now it appears we have another time.
This time by Greenville. Greenville knows this is a big play for them on offense. It's 3rd and 14 for the Green Devils. Their offense has had a tough time so far. 2 turnovers already in the first quarter.
Sky 5 drone tonight, powered by Empire Ford. Just a beautiful shot of this facility. Look at that sky. Red sky and morn, sailor be warned. Red sky at night, sailor delight. I guess we got sailor delight.
You see Greenville here. We'll see what they come up with on 3rd and long. Stacey Carter, the Hilltoppers head coach, with his back to the camera right there. He takes care of the Science Hill offense, and the defense is Ralph Nelson. They've been together a long time.
Yeah, good buddies. Ralph, of course, played at University of Tennessee. He's former head coach at Sullivan East. Now with his old buddy Stacey Carter, and tonight his defense has performed. Ferguson again, this time from the spread. Youngblood to his right. It's going to be a roll to the right again, another whistle.
I'll tell you, Greenville is just all out of sorts. First of all, they had 12 guys on the field at first. Gudger ran off there. Then we have a wide receiver jumping early here. Greenville's offense is really, really out of sorts here.
Certainly a sight we have not expected from the Green Devils. The back-to-back state champions in Class 4A.
So now it's 3rd and 19.
Roll out. Ferguson is going to put it in the air. He has a man out there and it's dropped.
That was Will Albright.
It was Albright.
I'll tell you, I mean, Greenville, they have to be thinking of what is going on here. I mean, everything that can go wrong on offense. They have turnovers, penalties, wide open passes getting dropped.
I think Albright would have had the first down.
Yes, yeah, there was definitely a breakdown in the coverage by Science Hill. There was nobody anywhere near Albright.
So Cole Torbett will be back for the Toppers, awaiting the punt. That's C.J. Jones again back to punt for the Green Devils.
And like there's another player running on late to the field here for Greenville. And Greenville caused another timeout. Coach Dan Hammonds cannot be happy with this. I mean, that's 2 times now they've had substitution issues. With one time they had 12 guys on the field. This play they had 10 guys on the field.
I just can't get over this sloppy start by the Green Devils. We, of course, carried their first game with Powell. We did not do that game, but we carried the broadcast. And for the most part, they played pretty well at Powell. Fell behind, tried to come back, and made it close at the end.
I saw Dan Hammonds earlier in that huddle there talking to his guys. I mean, the offense here for Greenville, they need to figure something out here. There are a lot of mistakes early, but you know, it is still early. There's a lot of time left in this game. The defense did a good job getting a stop. The last possession for Greenville, and Science Hill is going to get great position again, barring a penalty here.
When you talk about Science Hill's losses, they lost to Elizabeth and then they lost to Crockett, but those are 2 very good teams. So maybe we made too much of those losses. Really high kick by C.J. Jones, and a fair catch is made there by Torbett. It'll be the first down for Science Hill. Let's check in with Olivia Bailey on the sidelines. Olivia.
Yeah, PJ Casey, you guys were just talking about how different this Science Hill team looks from what we saw at David Crockett. A lot more confidence. We saw this when they were walking out of the locker room. We saw this here on the sidelines. We're definitely seeing a different team here than what we saw at David Crockett. A lot more confidence. So we're definitely see that translating here on the field tonight.
All right, Olivia Bailey, thank you so much. Connor Batchelder barking out some signals. He's going to go to the air. Short pass out to the right. That's Sullivan out there with a nice catch and a nice run close to a first down.
We got a penalty flag coming in late back by the line of scrimmage there.
Sullivan Dunn making a nice pivot after that catch.
So we'll see what the call is here, but it looks like it's going against Greenville. See the Science Hill players clapping and pointing the other way.
We've got about 3 minutes and 18 seconds left, and it is against Greenville.
That's a personal foul.
Is that from the point of the foul? Into the run.
So that's going to move the ball inside the 30.
You know, it's amazing the technology in high school football. We got mics on the ref. We got a video replay board. It's just nuts.
If you're Science Hill, you need that killer instinct here. I mean, you got Greenville down. You have to keep going here and put your foot down, and you cannot let up here if you're Science Hill at all.
Batchelder back to throw. He's looking short, and he gets his man over the middle. That's going to be a short gain. Again, that's Torbett making the catch.
Yeah, that wide receiver screen took a long time to develop there. The Greenville defense kind of snuffed that out, and Torbett had nowhere to go. In fact, he's going to have to leave the field here because his helmet came off.
Batchelder so far has looked very impressive at quarterback. Moved here from Miami, Florida last year. Played some backup last year, and this year gets his chance. Fakes the handoff. He'll go to the end zone. Solomon Dunn's out there, and he leaps for it and almost makes the catch. Pretty good defense that time by the Green Devils.
Great defense by Jaden Stevenson. He just got his hand in there at the last second. Take a look at this replay here. Stevenson was not looking back originally, turns around and just puts his hand up there at the last second. Great job by Jaden Stevenson saving a touchdown for Greenville.
I think Solomon Dunn would like to have another try at that. When you hit that many hands, usually you come down with it. So it'll be third down. Batchelder from the spread. That's Thomas to his left. He fakes to Thomas, throws out again to another open receiver who breaks in and scores a touchdown for the Toppers. That is Braxton Anderson. Braden Anderson, I'm sorry, for another touchdown.
And Braden Anderson caught that ball about 6 yards or so short of the end zone. Take a look at this replay here. Great job faking it to Thomas. Anderson catches it out at the 15, and then 3 Green Devils missed on a tackle. And Science Hill up 20-0 over Greenville.
Hensley will try to boot it up, and he does, and he boots it up and through. And Science Hill now leads this ball game 21-0 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
Wow, I did not see this coming here. 21-0 Science Hill.
Right now, let's check out the Toyota School Spotlight.
Tonight's School Spotlight is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Even after 21 years, Angela Taylor's eyes light up talking about her work as a teacher.
Teaching is a calling. It's what I believe true teachers are born to do this job. You have to love students. You have to love your subject. I come to work excited every day.
Taylor has spent her entire career at Science Hill High School motivating and empowering students in her English and advanced placement classes.
You really do believe you're making a difference.
She spent almost as much time planning every homecoming, prom, festival, and school spirit activity in her role as co-sponsor for the student government.
Students need to see that you care about them outside the classroom. And one way to do that and do that effectively is to connect with them in a more personal kind of way, to contribute to school spirit.
You can see why Taylor, who goes above and beyond a classroom curriculum, was recently recognized as Teacher of the Year.
Thank you, Olivia. We're back here at Science Hill High School where the Toppers lead at 21-0. And so far, the story of the night, turnovers for Greenville and the play of Connor Batchelder and Braden Anderson of Science Hill.
And if you're Science Hill's offense, they've had 4 possessions. All 4 have started in Greenville territory. That's hard to ask a defense to keep you out of the end zone when you have that short field all the time. Science Hill was taking advantage, 3 touchdowns in 4 possessions.
So it's time for another Toyota Kickoff, brought to you by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers. And again, it's Cade Hensley, one of the strongest legs in the state of Tennessee. So far, he has put 2. Let's go for another one. Another kick through the uprights or right at it. So again, the Green Devils will start from their own 20-yard line.
That last drive for Science Hill, PJ, was 4 plays, 45 yards. Of course, the big penalty there for Greenville. So far, Greenville has 4 penalties in the game for 50 yards. So penalties, turnovers, been an issue here for Greenville. The offense has done nothing so far for the Green Devils. And Ferguson is staying in the game at quarterback.
He sure is, number 4. taking the snap. Looks like he hands off up the middle. That's Gudger again. He's going down the right side. He's got plenty of speed. He's got two people to beat, and no one is going to. That man is gone. He's out of here. What a run, Casey.
80 yards for Mason Gudger. That is exactly what Greenville needed for the Toyota touchdown. It's the first time we've had the Greenville side has had something to cheer about in this game, and man, did Greenville need that in a big way. 80-yard touchdown run by Mason Gudger.
Wow. Check out the jets on this kid.
Goes up the middle, cuts it outside, and no one's going to touch him after that. Everybody chasing number 25. Wow, Greenville really needed that. What a play there by Mason Gudger.
So here's C.J. Jones on the field for the extra point now. You see the new video board here at Science Hill in the background. That kick is up, and that looks like it's pretty good, and it is good. So it's now a 21-7 game with a little over 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Did not see this amount of fireworks coming at all.
There's a long way to go, and Greenville needed that. Look at that sideline now. They're energetic. They're fired up, and now let's see if they can put a stop together on defense. C.J. Jones will be able to kick off for the first time, so now Science Hill likely will be starting for the first time in their side of the field on offense. It's amazing how one play can change the momentum in a football game.
I really like the way Gudger read his blocking there, because he went up the middle, saw that the blocking was to the right side, made a great cutback, and once he got on the sidelines, it was just, see you later, I'm out of here. 21-7, Science Hill will get the ball back.
The longest run on the season for Greenville before that was 42 yards, so almost doubled the longest run of the season here for Greenville at 80 yards for Mason Gudger. There's Dan Hammonds, the head coach at Greenville there. His fourth game as head coach of the Green Devils.
We certainly enjoyed talking to Dan in the pregame show. Loves football. Played at Emory and Henry. So he knows the area very well. Again, it'll be C.J. Jones to kick off. Another, oh boy, this is out of here. C.J. Jones again knocking this out of the park, and Science Hill will take it at the 20.
We may not have a kickoff returned all night tonight here. These two guys.
Yeah, these two guys are serious about their kicking, and they've both got strong legs.
All right, so now you're the Greenville defense. First time you don't have a short field. See if Science Hill does here with 80 yards to go for a touchdown rather than 30, 40, 50 yards.
Let's see if Stacey Carter continues this offensive variety we've seen so far. A little mixture of run and pass. This is going to be a run this time. That's Thomas off the left side, and now Thomas is looking down the sidelines, close to a first down.
We were talking, on a Facebook Live before the game that the Greenville defense is going to be tested unlike any other in the secondary, especially in this one. And so far, Science Hill has really taken advantage with Braden Anderson, the tight end. Solomon Dunn a little bit as well. Really stretching it sideline to sideline.
There's a big handoff up the middle. Gang tackling by the Green Devils. That's going to be a first down for the Toppers. And that time, it was Chris Thomas getting that first down. We've really settled into a really nice night of high school football. It's really comfortable out here. You're wearing shirt sleeves, but you're not dying with humidity like we've had in the last couple of weeks. Really nice night. Just a terrific facility here at Science Hill High School to showcase some Upper East Tennessee football. Connor Batchelder. Well, this time, Science Hill looks like they've jumped off sides.
We'll see here, both sides pointing at each other, but sure, like everybody moved about the center on that one.
Look like your Pittsburgh Steelers there.
You had to bring that up.
And that's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Everybody was in on the joke except the center.
That's what the referee said the other night during the Sunday night game. False start on everyone but the center.
The most important guy. He's the guy that controls it. There's a good shot of Connor Batchelder. Clapping his hands, heading off. Another tough run. And that's Chris Thomas again, weaving his way in. Almost got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Almost.
Wow, what a run by Chris Thomas. I mean, he almost got hit in the backfield. As you see, Connor Batchelder, his 4th start for Science Hill. He had his best game last week at Hardin Valley. But that was a great run by Thomas. He could have been tackled in the backfield, but instead he cut on a dime and picked up about 6 yards on the play. They got the penalty yards back almost.
2nd down and long. Clock winding down here in the first quarter as well. Batchelder, he's going to throw it. He's going to throw it out to Chris Thomas, who gets a little jet off the left side. He's going to be close to a first down. What a great run again by Thomas.
Again, getting the ball to your best player in numerous different ways. You don't have to just give it to him. Running the ball, Thomas, and we talked to him, really worked on his hands this offseason. Chris Thomas picks up the first down. Again, Batchelder, he goes right out to Thomas.
Just a little flare pass, and now he beats Albright there, it looks like, the linebacker.
The Science Hill's offense is, they're really clicking here tonight so far in the first quarter.
Batchelder looks so different than he did 2 weeks ago. Now this is the old Green Bay sweep to the right side. Thomas bounces off, and now he goes in the air as he is submarined by a tackler, but another great individual effort there by Thomas.
And you got a gang tackle Chris Thomas there. He'll break off some tackles, and we'll see if Science Hill wants to try and run another play, or that'll be the last play of the first quarter. It looks like it's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
It is going to be the last play as the clock ticks down. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Join us at East Coast Wings and Grill for craft wings, beer, burgers, skillets, flatbreads, and more. We use the best ingredients to create signature dishes like our award-winning wings made your way. Eat, unwind, and celebrate good times at your local East Coast Wings and Grill.
When we decided to put a pool in our backyard, we wanted to pick a company with a 25-year reputation for doing things right.
Holly at Brooks Malone made sure that we were satisfied from start to finish.
From design to laying out the template to show us in the yard what our pool would look like, to taking us to several different pools to help us decide on gas lights, fencing, rocks. They're more than just a pool company. We can call them now a year after having the pool. It's support, it's service, it's the total package with Brooks Malone.
Hi, I'm Holly at Brooks Malone. Give me a call today for your free estimate.
Next time you need flooring, don't fall for the old free installation gimmick, because more than likely it's not going to be free. Bristol Flooring has low prices backed by great service every day. Come see the difference.
Save yourself some money and shop Bristol Flooring now.
For the best prices in town.
What?
Oh my God!
TV's #1 news show is back.
I don't know who I am.
And we're more insane than ever.
Who's behind the mask?
It makes you crazy.
The Masked Singer premieres September 25th on Fox.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one. It's the Toyota last chance clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a RAV4 with 3.9. Correction, where you can now get 1.9 financing for 60 months on an adventurous new 2019 RAV4. Or get a low mileage lease payment cut to $199 a month with the most advanced safety features and a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota last chance clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Join us at East Coast Wings and Grill for craft wings, beer, burgers, skillets, flatbreads, and more. We use the best ingredients to create signature dishes like our award-winning wings made your way. Eat, unwind, and celebrate good times at your local East Coast Wings and Grill.
And welcome back to Science Hill High School, where we have a 3rd down and long facing the Science Hill Hilltoppers, Casey.
3rd and long for Science Hill here, starting the second quarter. Because they had a play that ran but no time came off the game clock.
Trying to sort all this out right now.
They're taking 10 seconds off the clock here.
There we go. Now, 3rd down and 6 for the Toppers. Pat Chandler. Straight drop back. He's got time to throw, and he does. He's got a receiver out there just out of the reach of Solomon Dunn.
That's going to bring out the punt team there as Dunn could not haul that one in. Now Greenville going to get the ball back again here with some more momentum on their side.
Again, these kickers have put on quite a show tonight. This time it's Hensley's chance to boot it away. And back deep for Greenville is Nick Iezzi. There's a high kick. Iezzi goes under it. He'll get it about the 10-yard line. And he breaks a couple of tackles, gets it out to about the 16, where Greenville will take it 1st and 10. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Express Checkout. On friendshipcars.com, you can view inventory from all our locations. Get the best pricing and choose your payment without the hassle. Get an instant cash offer for your trade-in. Research and select a protection package that works best for you. Take advantage of all Express Checkout has to offer and be in and out in under 30 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. Instant pricing and Express Checkout from friendshipcars.com. Start your new car shopping experience today.
And welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium. It is a 21-7 game here in the 2nd quarter. Greenville has the ball with a chance to get back in this ball game, Casey.
Last time we saw the Green Devils, Mason Gudger went 80 yards for a touchdown. This time Greenville starting this possession at their own 17-yard line, so Gudger just needs to go 83 yards for a touchdown.
And that is Gudger in the backfield. Ferguson hands to Gudger over the left side for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. That time Greenville had 3 receivers flanked out to the right. You just wonder if they're setting Science Hill up for something.
That's a pretty standard formation for Greenville. They go 3 by 1 in the receivers, always 3 to the far side of the field.
Again, this will be a keeper by Ferguson, who has a little running room, but he's met and hit hard by a Science Hill defender.
This is going to be a big 3rd down here for Greenville's offense to keep the momentum going that they have right now. After scoring a touchdown, getting a stop, you don't want to go 3 and out if you're the Green Devils. It'd be big to pick up a 1st down here.
Nice play by the safety Malik Bowman, who came up to stop Ferguson. Now Ferguson at the line goes back into the shotgun. 3rd down. Youngblood to his right.
You see the receivers this time, they flip to the left side of the formation because the ball's closer to the right hash.
Fakes the handoff to Youngblood. Tosses it out for a short completion. That's going to be short of a 1st down. No. It is a 1st down.
That was A.J. Stewart, the former Science Hill Hilltopper, with the 1st down. Nice confident throw there by Ferguson.
Good catch by Stewart.
Greenville's going hurry up here.
There's Youngblood up the middle. He'll have about 3. Don't forget about our Toyota Drive of the Game. We'll be announcing that later in the 4th quarter, powered by your local Toyota dealers here in East Tennessee. There's Ferguson. Got the shot, got a low throw. That's incomplete. That was on 2nd and long, and that'll be 3rd and long.
And that was for Jaden Pruitt right there. And if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you want to miss it low and outside. There's no chance getting intercepted there. But now, again, another 3rd down for Greenville. 3rd and 7 at their own 37-yard line.
Ferguson appeared to go under the center, then drops back from the shotgun. Straight back. He's got time to throw, and it bounces off his receiver, incomplete. Iezzi was out there.
Science Hill got some pressure there on Ferguson. I'm also surprised he was able to get that throw off there. It looked like he was going to get hit or stripped from behind. But Science Hill, they do give up a couple first downs, but they do get a stop here. Greenville's going to have to punt the ball.
Ralph Nelson's boys getting the job done tonight. 21-7. Toppers in the lead. Also coming up at halftime, our FriendshipCars.com halftime report. Always appreciate Dustin and the folks at Friendship coming aboard. Jones with a high punt. Toppers say get away from it. It's going to take a weird bounce off the left and now forward, and it's going to roll inside the 20, it looks like. No, inside the 30, I should say.
That was weird. The ball bounced.
Remember, you're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
When the sun comes up, it's go time, whether at work or at play, on the field or off. Life doesn't stop, and neither should you. So when you get injured, Holston Medical Group is here to get you back on your feet. Our orthopedic and sports medicine physicians deliver quality care that exceeds expectations, specializing in non-surgical techniques and minimally invasive procedures to get you back in the game fast. Now with convenient walk-in access in Bristol at Sapling Grove. We are HMG, your doctor, your family, your health partner for life.
And you're looking at Science Hill's huddle as we coming out of a timeout with the Toppers leading this ball game 21-7. And so far, the Toppers have to be thrilled with the way this game has gone, Casey.
Oh, they couldn't have started any better. I mean, back-to-back turnovers for Greenville. They scored touchdowns. They had a third touchdown. Another short field, but Greenville, they did answer. They got a touchdown, got a couple stops, and now Science Hill's offense. Let's see if they can extend that lead back out to maybe 17, 21 points again.
Batchelder back from the spread. He's going to hand to Chris Thomas. He goes up the middle, breaks the tackle, spins out of it. Well, that was he made something out of nothing there.
Very patient run there by Chris Thomas. He kind of reminded me of Le'Veon Bell a little bit there when he got the ball. Look at it, he's in no hurry to go anywhere, just taking his time, and then he accelerates.
That was Youngblood that threw him down.
Actually threw him a couple further. He actually gained a few more yards there.
As they say in the playground, he's a load when he's down that low. Batchelder hands to him again. And Chris Thomas just weaving his way to get the first down.
TJ, some first quarter stats here. Science Hill had 7 first downs, and there's another first down for the Toppers. That's a Toyota first down for Science Hill. Greenville had 4 penalties for 50 yards, 2 turnovers in that first quarter. Total yards was 96 for Greenville. Just 82 yards of offense for Science Hill because they had such short fields. Don't have a lot of yardage, but they've had 21-7 on the scoreboard. That's most important.
Batchelder. There's a whistle. I guess there was some movement on the line.
Yeah, snap infraction there on Science Hill, so they'll back him up 5 yards. Greenville comes into this game 2-1 on the season. Science Hill is 1-2. This is a non-conference game for Science Hill in 6A, Greenville in 4A. This is the 3rd straight year these two have played. Greenville won the last 2 years. It was close 2 years ago here in Johnson City. Last year it was not close down in Greenville.
Batchelder, snap at his hands, handy to Thomas. Thomas has nowhere to go, and he is surrounded. So it'll be 2nd down and long for the Toppers. Stacey Carter being very patient with his young ball club tonight. Batchelder hands to Thomas again off the right side. Thomas using that offensive line to push him, and he just will not go down until he gets a couple.
It is very rare in the first defender brings down Chris Thomas. He just keeps those legs going there. That's going to set up 3rd down now for Science Hill. It would be about 3rd and 8 for Science Hill.
Braden Anderson has been the big guy so far in the receiving end. They've tried to get the ball to Solomon Dunn a couple of times. Just out of his reach.
Yeah, what that penalty did there, now it's 3rd and 8 rather than being 3rd and 3. It kind of eliminates a Chris Thomas run here on 3rd and 8.
It's going to be a rollout by Batchelder. He'll throw it up. And again, it's complete to Torbett. Cole Torbett out there at wide receiver, making that reception for the 1st down.
Big 3rd down conversion. Big 3rd down conversion for Science Hill. Take a look at the replay here. Batchelder, the right-handed quarterback, rolls out to his left, throws kind of back across his body, though. Great throw to Torbett. He gets the 1st down.
It's almost as if Science Hill said, you know, that Crockett offense is pretty good. Let's run more of that. Because they are throwing it up tonight.
Well, with Chris Thomas running the ball so well, that the defense has to honor that even on 3rd and long. You know, Torbett was pretty open there.
That's Thomas with the handoff. He breaks another tackle. Somehow he gained about 4.5, 5 yards on that, where he should have been stopped in the backfield.
At Greenville, they brought some pressure right up the middle there, but Thomas was going off the left side of the offensive line there, so Youngblood, who came right over the center, missed him there. We kind of just went the wrong gap, and thought, oh, there's Chris Thomas kind of coming off the field a little bit.
Thomas is a workhorse. Well, they have a lot of speed on the Science Hill team. Looks like Torbett and Dunn will be flanked out to the right side. Malik Bowman in at running back. And it's going to be Bowman going through a hole, getting close to 1st down. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short.
And that's going to be 3rd down here for Science Hill. Chris Thomas not back in the game yet on this 3rd down.
Batchelder has been excellent so far on these 3rd downs. That's Bowman. And Bowman's going to get the call, and Bowman's going to get the 1st down for the Toppers. They're on the move. What a run.
Malik Bowman's fresh. I mean, he hadn't had any carries so far in this game, but now back-to-back carries for Bowman. Take a look at the replay here. Good job by the offensive line, some penetration, and Bowman lowers that shoulder, and he's going to hold on to that ball nice and tight, pick up a couple extra yards there. For a Toyota 1st down for Science Hill, as they are now at the Greenville 32-yard line.
Down to Torbett to the right side, in motion. Bowman still in there. And Bowman's going to carry it again. This time he's met in the backfield, breaks 1 tackle, but then about 3 Green Devils introduce themselves to Mr. Bowman.
One of the rare times Science Hill is not picking up, 4 or 5 yards on 1st down. It makes a big difference when it's 2nd and 9 compared to 2nd and 4.
And we're getting close to the Toyota red zone, the way this drive is going. Of course, Science Hill wants to drive it all the way into the end zone. Bowman remains in the game. This time a fake to Bowman, roll out to the right. And there's another receiver out there wide open. And again, that is Braden Anderson, who seems to be open on every play.
The tight end, Braden Anderson. I believe that's his 3rd catch of the night here. Take a look at here, a little fake to Bowman there. Batchelder wide open is Braden Anderson. Breaks a couple tackles. Looks like he's just short of a 1st down. And Chris Thomas is back in the game now at running back for Science Hill.
He should be rested and ready. Great job in relief, though, by Bowman. Hand off to Thomas. Hit in the backfield.
Greenville stopped him short.
So it's decision time for Science Hill on 4th down. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left. What do you do, Casey?
I think you go for it. Stacey Carter, he's aggressive. I mean, he's...
You just saw Batchelder say, are we going to kick this thing? No, we're going for it.
We're going for it here. I like this decision by Coach Carter to go for it. Now, whether or not it works, but I like the decision here.
Let's see if they just try to draw him off sides. That's what they tried to do. Now they're going to call timeout. So with that timeout, you're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
At ECU, we've got a mortgage product that fits your needs.
As first-time home buyers, there are so many different options. It was really kind of intimidating.
But ECU made it easy. They helped us through every step. Whether you're buying your first home or your forever home, come see us at ECU. We know you have questions. We're here to answer them. I would highly recommend Eastman Credit Union for all your mortgage needs.
Just do it. Don't even think twice about it.
We love ECU.
And we think you will too.
I think our dogs would highly recommend ECU.
And welcome back to Science High School, everyone. Don't forget about our halftime show, sponsored by FriendshipCars.com. And they've got an amazing deal going on at Friendship right now, where if you take a test drive, you could end up on a wonderful cruise. We'll have more details on that coming up on our halftime report. Sponsored again by our good friends at FriendshipCars.com. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left. It's 21-7 Toppers, and the Toppers are on the move, Case.
It is 4th down, and Science Hill's going for it. The ball is just inside the 25-yard line. They need to get down to the 22 for a first down.
Batchelder fakes the handoff. He's going to put it in the air. No, he's going to be sacked for a huge loss as the Green Devils were all over him. Great play by the Greenville defense.
Leighton Mitchell on the sack. Look at Batchelder. Looks right. He's going back to the left there, but there's nobody there to throw it to. And when he got up, he kind of put his hands up like, where were they? So almost like somebody wasn't where they're supposed to be for Science Hill on that offense, because Batchelder had nowhere to throw. Leighton Mitchell with the sack for Greenville. Big turn of events here for Greenville. Let's see if they can take advantage of it.
It's almost as if he said, hey, where did that guy come from? Great play by Mitchell. Greenville back in this ball game. Ferguson still at quarterback. He'll throw it out to the left side, and it's bobbled for a second, and now it's caught for a first down. And that's easy again for the first down.
He bobbled that ball a little bit, almost like the defense ran by him as he bobbled it, and then when he finally caught it, he had some running room there. So Greenville going a little hurry up here as we approach 3 minutes left in the first half. Ferguson did not start this game at quarterback, but he came in on the 3rd series after back-to-back turnovers by the Green Devils.
Ferguson sets and fires. He's got Albright over the middle for another first down, it looks like.
Yeah, Toyota first down there for Greenville, and they're moving it here through the air. Back-to-back plays for the Green Devils. All of a sudden, they're in Science Hill territory. Plenty of time still to go here in the first half.
That was a big-time throw by Ferguson, showing off that arm. Still the hurry-up offense. Receivers all flanked out to the left, and that's where he's going with the ball. And there's the defender that read that perfectly.
That was Amari Red on the stop for Science Hill. You know, that was the play they ran on first down. Red was ready for it there on second down. He hit Iese pretty hard.
Our Facebook coverage tonight sponsored by Champion Chevrolet and our good friend Tim Copenhagen. Continue the drive. Ferguson with the fake this time. He'll run it. He won't get the first down, but he gets a good chunk of yardage.
He picks up a lot of those yards there from the loss on the screen pass. And now it's 3rd down for Greenville. And it's really big that I think they got some points on this drive here as we finish off the second quarter here. It's 3rd and 6.
Ferguson, that's Gudger next to him. He's going to throw it again to the left side. And that ball is knocked away by the Topper defense.
All right, so it's 4th down for Greenville. I think they're going to go for it here. The ball's at the 39-yard line. It's too far, I think, to try a field goal for C.J. Jones. It'd be over 50 yards.
That was Jaden Pruitt that tried to haul that in, but the defense was there.
I look for A.J. Stewart here, the former Topper. He's in that bunch of the 3 receivers on the far side of the field, number 7.
Here's Ferguson. Got time to throw. Out to the left side, he does throw. And they're saying it is complete.
That was Jaden Pruitt.
So he just went back to the same play.
They went to the single receiver on the short side of the field for a first down. Great throw there by Ferguson. A big, big first down for Greenville. You see Ferguson steps into it, delivers it, hits Pruitt right between the 2 and the 4.
A Toyota first down. Ferguson has them on the move. Clock ticking. Down to less than a minute. Ferguson going up top. He's got a man out there. Oh, off the hands of Albright, it looked like.
Oh, man, he would like to have that one back. That's the second one that he should have had in this game. That one was a little more difficult than the first one he dropped, but
he threw it over the wrong shoulder. Albright made a good effort, but that would have been a tremendous catch if he could have hauled that in. He needs some help with the shoulder pad.
That's what a teammate's for. There you go.
They might run this play again. He was pretty open. Ferguson rolling right. Setting and throwing. And he's got his man out there. And that's Albright. And he's out at, the 2-yard line.
You know, I like that. Go right back to him there. As inside the red zone, the Toyota red zone for Greenville. The Green Devils now first and goal from the 3. Now I would expect Mr. Youngblood to maybe get a carry or two this close to the end zone.
Youngblood is in the game. But remember that clock. Bad snap. Ferguson falls on it. Oh, that could have been disaster.
Oh, heads up play there by Ferguson to fall on that snap.
They've got to watch the clock here. We're down to 38 seconds.
Greenville has one timeout left. You see there's a high snap. Ferguson tries to reach out. Greenville, they got to hurry up here.
Ferguson looking left, throwing left. He's got his man out there. That's Stewart. Stewart runs in the end zone for a touchdown, and the Devils are back in this game.
A.J. Stewart, the former topper, with the touchdown for Greenville. He caught that ball, P.J., and about 3 defenders had a chance at him there. Greenville, all of a sudden, an extra point away from making this 21-14.
Looks like we have an injured man on the field. That is Justice Sutton, number 44, that's limping around.
What a play by A.J. Stewart. You know that touchdown meant a little more to him coming against his former teammates here at Science Hill. He was the quarterback last year for Science Hill.
I'm impressed by Ferguson. He saved the day by jumping on that bad snap, and then his throws have been on target. He's had a couple of drops, but his throws have been on target tonight.
And he's not a traditional backup where he hasn't played. Remember, he started the last 2 weeks for Greenville against Daniel Boone in Union County. He played the entire game.
And you mentioned earlier his father, the offensive coordinator at Tusculum. So Jones is on to boot it. And that block is, or that kick is blocked, or that block is kicked. Either way, I guess. But we have a flag.
Yeah, that play was blown dead before the block kick or no kick by Greenville. 20 seconds left here in the first half. There's offsides on Science Hill is the call.
So we'll try it again. Good snap this time.
He missed that.
And he missed it. He pulled it left. Wow. He pulled it left. So Science Hill leads it 21-13 with 20 seconds to go. Now let's check in with Tim Copenhaver of Champion Chevrolet.
We're here with Tim Copenhaver from Champion Chevrolet. And Tim, we're here just at this game watching these student athletes. What does it mean for you all to be a part of Friday Night Rivals and support these student athletes?
For us at Champion Chevrolet, it's just a great opportunity for these kids to showcase their talents out here on Friday night. And what WCYB is doing to do this as well, to showcase them, is just a great thing for our area community.
And this gets you guys down here, you guys get to be a part of the community and kind of get involved and watch these student athletes grow over the course of the season, too.
Yes, it does. It's just to get them out there, and for the folks at home or maybe grandparents or parents that live somewhere else throughout the country, they get to watch them, and it's just a great opportunity for the kids.
Well, great. Thank you so much, Tim, and thank you and Champion Chevrolet for being a part of Friday Night Rivals.
And we appreciate Tim Copenhaver, Andy Dietrich, and all the folks at Champion Chevrolet, great supporters of high school athletics in our region. And we talked to Tim earlier, and he was excited about tonight.
And what he just said there, you can watch this game anywhere in the country. That's what's so great about Facebook Live here. You don't have to be in the area to watch the game. So we really appreciate Tim and everybody. That last drive, 10 plays, 66 yards for Greenville. Ferguson was 6 of 8 for 60 yards. Of course, the touchdown there to A.J. Stewart. And for Greenville, C.J. Jones, that was his first missed extra point of the season. He was 15 of 15 on extra points before missing that one.
So Jones is going to boot it away. And when we say away, we mean away.
The ball fell off the tee. A little windy here tonight at Kermit-Tipton Stadium. Fortunately, we've had no rain yet. I know there's been some showers around the area, but so far Johnson City area has been clean. Crowd's fired up here.
They certainly are. And we wind it up again for another Toyota kickoff.
And it fell off again.
And it fell off again. We may have to have someone hold this.
I think that's the rule. After it falls off twice, somebody has to hold it.
This is a good way to get your finger kicked. I remember this from high school. You're putting some trust in your kicker's leg. Of course, back in my day, it was straight on, no soccer style, old school.
And for Greenville, that's Jackson Tillery, who's putting his trust in C.J. Jones now holding the ball.
Jones is pretty good at this. He should be fine. And Jones boots it high and straight and deep, but this one will be returned by the Toppers. So with the clock grinding down here in the first half, the Toppers have some running room, but they're running out of room as they're thrown down there. Good return by Science Hill, but they're chased down by the defense of Greenville.
13 seconds left. You're Science Hill here. I may take a knee. I mean, you're winning the game. You're going to get the ball to start the second half. The last thing you want to be a fumble or an interception.
Yeah, I expect that strategy will...
if you want to try and run something up the middle, maybe, and if it breaks it, great. But very, very safe. Be very conservative here if I'm Science Hill.
Chris Thomas still in the game. He's number 9. But he is number 1 when it comes to running backs in East Tennessee. This kid is tough. Connor Batchelder will hand it to Thomas. Thomas streaking down the left side where he's met by a whole bunch of Green Devils. And that'll take us down to halftime as the clock ticks down to 0. So it's Science Hill 21, Greenville 13. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, sponsored by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers. And a beautiful shot as we leave you tonight from the Sky 5 drone, powered by Empire Ford. Boy, I love that drone.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. 1,500 double cab 4x4, $29,995. 1,500 crew cab 4x4, $32,995. 1,500 double and crew cab all-stars, $11,000 and $12,000 off. 2,500 Duramax diesel, $13,771 off. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
Need some real FaceTime with your family? With phones off, forks up, and a bountiful buffet. Connect with your family today by bringing them to Shoney's. Come in for your favorites and save room for hot fudge cake. Let's eat at Shoney's.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
For the best price, selection, and highest trade-in allowance, there's only one way. The Fairway. How do you get quality pre-owned cars and trucks? You trade for them. Fairway has over 200 available. That's Fairway Ford. Online at fairwayfordofkingsport.com.
Everhard Transportation, Inc. is looking for good, safe drivers. If you want to make great money, if you want more home time, if you want to be a name, part of a family, and not a number, call 423-783-9900. Check out the ETI rigs on YouTube.
When quality and value matter most, choose Window World.
Superior service, American-made products, and industry-leading warranties make us the #1 choice for your next home remodel. J.D. Power ranked Window World highest in customer satisfaction with window and patio door retailers.
Be proud of your home and take care of it with a brand you can trust. Window World, America's exterior remodeler.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Trax $15,995, Equinox $20,995, Blazer $26,995, Traverse $27,995, Colorado $20,995. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
We have Science Hill head coach here, Stacy Carter. We're going to get him into the locker room. But coaches, tell us, you're leading this game right now. What are you going into the locker room to tell your guys right now?
We're going to go in and try to make a few adjustments. They got to quit. They got to score on there, a little momentum. So we got to come out this next half and really try to push the ball down and score. And I think it'd really help us.
Great, Coach. We won't keep you any longer. You can go ahead and get in that locker room. Thank you so much. That was head coach Stacy Carter. And we are going to toss back to our halftime report.
Welcome to FriendshipCars.com's halftime report. Test drive any new or used vehicle at any Friendship location and receive a complimentary cruise for 2 to the Bahamas.
We go 21-13 at halftime. Right now, we're going to send it to our Scholar Athlete reports.
Boston Medical Group is proud to recognize our scholar athletes, celebrating excellence in athletics and academics.
Greenville senior Sydney Fincham has no problem staying busy.
I wake up for school and I go to school around 7:45, and then after school I go to practice until 5:30, and then I go to work after that until about 10, and then after work I'll come home and do my studying.
Yet she still manages to excel academically and athletically. Fincham maintains a 4.0 GPA and volunteers in the community. She's also heavily involved in her youth group.
My parents help me to stay on track, and my teammates push me, and I just have to be able to take time to study. And studying's my #1 priority.
She does a real good job of doing both and putting priority, when they're needed. And her studies obviously come first, but you can tell her intelligence also translates on the field because she's just an extraordinarily smart player for us.
1, 2, 3, together! Fincham's a two-sport athlete, playing tennis and soccer. As a captain on the soccer team, it's a role she takes pride in.
I try to push them as much as I can to make sure they're on task all the time and working as hard as they can. And I love leading my team because they just look up to me so much, and I just feel like such a leader and a role model for them.
She particularly likes math and science and eventually wants to be an orthodontist.
I'm Dr. Mary McCormick with Holston Medical Group, and we are proud to present Sydney Fincham from Greenville High School with the HMG Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
And we are also privileged to present Jake Matherns from Science Hill High School with the HMG Scholar Athlete of the Week.
When you look up student athlete in the dictionary, you'll probably find a photo of Science Hill's Jake Matherin.
He works hard in the classroom, and that's evident by his grades. He works extremely hard on the court as well.
Not only is he a standout athlete and student, earning second-team all-conference and first-team all-district honors in basketball, he also carries a 3.85 GPA. Oh, and he plays in the church band.
My dad played drums all through college, and then he's played in the church band about 3 or 4 years. I picked up the guitar about 2 years ago. And so about a year ago, I just started. He said, "Why don't you come with us?" And I was like, all right.
Balancing everything on his plate can be a challenge.
Our guys on our team understand that their academics come first, and and he leads by example.
That's just part of it. You gotta keep up with that in sports, and it's a tough balance sometimes, but you just got to do what you got to do to make it work.
But it's his commitment to getting it all done that makes him the definition of a student athlete.
All of HMG's scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season.
We're now here with with the Northeast State Community College Educator Spotlight, and we have Greenville Principal Patrick Fraley here with us. And thank you so much for being a part of Friday Night Rivals. And we were just talking, you're just excited about these kids at Greenville. Tell us a little bit about what they're doing.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you all giving us this opportunity tonight. But, yeah, we're always excited about our kids at Greenville High. We've got a lot of great things going on. We've got a great band that's getting ready to perform here in just a minute. We got a great football team that's battling back right now in the game. Our chorus is great. Our other sports programs, our academic programs at Greenville High, we just are really excited about what we call excellence in all endeavors. We just try to do everything we do to the best we can to best prepare our kids for their future.
And I was just going to ask you a little bit about that. You were talking about excellence in everything. And what does it really mean to these kids to have the academic opportunities, but also these extracurricular activities as well?
Yeah, I mean, our community just supports us to such a great level that our kids just have amazing opportunities when you consider we're a school of 900 students. We will offer the same academic programs that Science Hill will with 2,400 students, and we'll also do everything we do to a very high level. So it's just great for our kids.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Fraley. We'll have more of your halftime report coming up right after a quick break. Stay with us.
Kids are more sensitive to radiation.
So we get x-rays in one take by getting kids to hold perfectly still, which is against their nature. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one.
It's the Toyota last chance clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a 4Runner with 500. Correction. Where you can get $1,000 cash back on a legendary new 2019 4Runner. Or cut a deal on the aggressively sophisticated Highlander with 0.9 financing, or up to $3,000 cash back with a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota last chance clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
When we decided to put a pool in our backyard, we wanted to pick a company with a 25-year reputation for doing things right.
Holly at Brooks Malone made sure that we were satisfied from start to finish.
From design to laying out the template to show us in the yard what our pool would look like, to taking us to several different pools to help us decide on gas lights, fencing, rocks. They're more than just a pool company. We can call them now a year after having the pool. It's support, it's service, it's the total package with Brooks Malone.
Hi, I'm Holly at Brooks Malone. Give me a call today for your free estimate.
Welcome to Express Checkout. On FriendshipCars.com, you can view inventory from all our locations. Get the best pricing and choose your payment without the hassle. Get an instant cash offer for your trade-in. Research and select a protection package that works best for you. Take advantage of all Express Checkout has to offer and be in and out in under 30 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. Instant pricing and Express Checkout from FriendshipCars.com. Start your new car shopping experience today.
Kids' immune systems are still learning to fight.
So illnesses can overpower them more quickly. That's why we provide pediatricians 24/7, expert fighters ready to rumble. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
We are now having your Northeast State Community College Educator Spotlight. We now have Science Hill's principal. This is Mr. Todd Barnett. And we just saw you a few weeks ago down at David Crockett. Now you are hosting Friday Night Rivals. What do you think this means to Science Hill? We've got a great game here tonight.
It's a great night. It's a great crowd. Obviously, we have both bands going to play tonight. It's just a great night for high school football.
And you must have scheduled the weather. I'm not really sure about that. This has worked out for all of us. But, Mr. Barnett, just talk to us a little bit. We're always talking about these student activities. That's something that you've been particularly proud of for all these sports teams, not just the football team, but everyone to kind of come together.
Absolutely. We have, just like I told you in the David Crockett game, we have so many things going on. All our kids are involved. If you heard a little bit earlier, our kids designed and built the signs that are back here now representing the football field and the stadium. We have our basketball team getting ready to go to Hawaii. Our volleyball team is out of town at a tournament this weekend. We want to get as many kids involved as we possibly can at Science Hill.
And we were seeing all those spotlights for those kids and just their academics and just the excellence here at Science Hill as well.
Absolutely. And just, one thing that just came out this week, we had 10 students recognized as National Merit semifinalists, which is an exceptionally high number. And we're very proud of them, and we're very proud of the teachers who have helped put them in that position.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Barnett. That's part of your Northeast State Community College Educator Spotlight. We'll have more of your halftime report coming up.
There's only one way to make a statement. Make it in a new Ford Mustang from Empire Ford in Abingdon. The classic performance car that only gets better inside and out. Take one for a spin and you'll be blown away.
Come see why there's only one. Empire Ford in Abingdon, Virginia.
Everhart Transportation Incorporated has been supporting the Green Devils for years, and they say go Devils. And when your transportation needs to go, call Everhart Transportation Incorporated at 800-701-7159. Go Devils!
Our last slide there about co-signing agreements. I know we haven't actually made a that's lunch.
Relief by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one.
It's the Toyota Last Chance Clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a Tacoma with 3.9. Correction, where you can get 2.9 financing for 60 months on any rugged new 2019 Tacoma. Or cut a deal on a new Tacoma with $1,750 cash back. Or a full-size Tundra with $3,000 cash back. With a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota Last Chance Clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
When the sun comes up, it's go time. Whether at work or at play, on the field or off, life doesn't stop, and neither should you. So when you get injured, Holston Medical Group is here to get you back on your feet. Our orthopedic and sports medicine physicians deliver quality care that exceeds expectations, specializing in non-surgical techniques and minimally invasive procedures to get you back in the game fast. Now with convenient walk-in access in Bristol at Sapling Grove. We are HMG, your doctor, your family, your health partner for life.
There's only one way to shop pre-owned. The one and only climate-controlled indoor auto mall at Empire Ford's Used Car Supercenter. Rows of quality late model vehicles at everyday sale prices.
Come see why there's only one. Empire Ford Used Car and Truck Supercenter in Abingdon, Virginia.
And welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium on the campus of Science Hill High School in Johnson City, Tennessee, where the Hilltoppers lead the Green Devils 21-13 with the outstanding band of the Toppers on the field now performing at halftime. Casey?
Yeah, let's check out some first half highlights from this game here. A lot of action in the first half. It started off first play of the game for Greenville. A fumble between Drew Gregg and Ty Youngblood. Science Hill recovers, and that was just the beginning for Science Hill. They would Connor Batchelder finds Braden Anderson here for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Science Hill goes up 7-0 over Greenville. Then Gregg, he throws an interception. Nicholas Copenhaver steps right in front of that pass. Again, Science Hill gets excellent field position, and the Toppers would take advantage on their second possession as we got a touchdown here again by Science Hill. That was Andrew Canaday, is 14-0 Toppers. Then Batchelder finds Braden Anderson again, cuts it back. It's 21-0 Science Hill at this point. But in one play, Greenville got back in the game. Mason Gudger goes 80 yards for a touchdown. So just like that, it was 21-7. Greenville back in the game. Green Devils were not done. Then right before halftime, A.J. Stewart, the former Science Hill Hilltopper, scores against his former team. The extra point was no good, so it's 21-13 at halftime.
Just an outstanding performance by Science Hill, but Greenville has made it a ball game.
They have. Science Hill's going to get the ball to start the second half, so we got a long way to go here, PJ.
We certainly do. We also love the fact that we're able to help local high schools with some money provided by Friday Night Rivals.
Tennessee Toyota dealers are combining resources to support our area high schools. We stand together as community partners for our high school athletes and their families to help schools and get students get the most out of their high school years. Toyota is proud to join WCYB, CW, and Fox 39 to provide each host team with a charitable donation to their school. Proudly presented by Toyota and your East Tennessee Toyota dealers. Toyota is proud to bring you tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup between two great area high schools.
Thanks for watching FriendshipCars.com's Halftime Report. Test drive any new or used vehicle at any Friendship location and receive a complimentary cruise for two to the Bahamas.
Kids' lab results can look funny.
But
with 25 pediatric specialties, we know what's normal for kids and what's not. This, by the way, is normal. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Trax $15,995, Equinox $20,995, Blazer $26,995, Traverse $27,995, Colorado $20,995. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
Everhart Transportation, Inc. is looking for good, safe drivers. If you want to make great money, if you want more home time, if you want to be a name, part of a family, and not a number, call 423-783-9900. Check out the ETI rigs on YouTube.
When quality and value matter most, choose Window World.
Superior service, American-made products, and industry-leading warranties make us the #1 choice for your next home remodel. J.D. Power ranked Window World highest in customer satisfaction with window and patio door retailers.
Be proud of your home and take care of it with a brand you can trust. Window World, America's exterior remodeler.
Welcome to Express Checkout. On FriendshipCars.com, you can view inventory from all our locations. Get the best pricing and choose your payment without the hassle. Get an instant cash offer for your trade-in. Research and select a protection package that works best for you. Take advantage of all Express Checkout has to offer and be in and out in under 30 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. Instant pricing and Express Checkout from FriendshipCars.com. Start your new car shopping experience today.
Kids have faster heart and respiratory rates.
So we have specialists who only treat kids, pediatricians who know when everything's running normally and when it's sped up. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Tonight's Educator Spotlight is presented by Northeast State Community College. We're here to get you there.
I'm Bob Haywood, and joining us is the president of Northeast State Community College, Dr. Bethany Flora. Northeast State is the sponsor of the Educator Spotlight, seen every week here on Toyota Friday Night Rivals. Dr. Flora, thank you very much for joining us. Tell us about some of the free programs you have for students at Northeast State.
Well, this is an exciting opportunity to talk about this. We have free programs for Free Community College, and a lot of people don't know that even if you're not what we would call traditional age, 18 to 22, those students can go to school for free. But also, if you're any age, if you're an adult and you have lived in the state of Tennessee for 1 year or longer, you can come to a community college in Tennessee for free. It's a great program. It's called Tennessee Reconnect, and we are thrilled to be able to talk about that. A lot of times adult students work, and so we have over 50 programs that are available online at the college. So free tuition, online programs. I love talking about it, in addition to Tennessee Promise, which is our free community college for high school level students.
What kind of response have you gotten from these free programs so far?
Oh, incredible response. You know, we are more and more seeing students being wise and savvy consumers about higher education, as they should be. So when you think that you can complete a community college degree debt-free with the last dollar tuition funding, it's a great opportunity to get some folks into higher education that maybe never considered it before.
Dr. Flora, thank you very much for being the sponsor of the Educator Spotlight.
It's our pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We're still here at halftime. FriendshipCars.com. Eddie Smith with Friendship.
Yes, sir. Thank you, BJ. The month of September, any FriendshipCars.com location, all you have to do is simply take a test drive. You get a free cruise for two. It's awesome.
Is it really that easy?
It's really that easy. Man.
You just show up, you drive a car, and you leave on a boat.
That's right. We prefer you come to the Johnson City location where I'm at. But you get to try the new 2020 Palisade. We've got a lot of cool products, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. We appreciate your involvement here in high school athletics. Can you talk about the support that you give all the area schools?
Yeah, we support, a lot of the different ones. The halftime shows and different things like that. We just really want to give back to the kids, man. It's such a big part of our community, and Friendship really likes to give back.
All right, Eddie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Dustin Walters is here as well.
Yes,
Dustin, next time you're going to be on TV.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. Thank you.
We're here at halftime at Science Hill. Still plenty of time left, Casey.
Yeah, it's 21-13 at halftime. The band is on the field. That looks like another halftime performance coming up here.
But, if you're Greenville right now, I mean, this was a tale of in the second quarter there. They really turned things around, did Greenville. They got 2 touchdowns. They did miss that extra point, but this is a brand-new ball game. It was 21-0 Science Hill, PJ. Now it's 21-13.
It is 21-13. I'm impressed so far, though, by the relief quarterback who, as you mentioned, has started the last couple of games, so we really shouldn't call him a reliever, even though he did relieve the starter technically tonight. Ferguson's been impressive once he got in the game and got the Green Devils going.
He did. I mean, you got to be ready. You're one play away, and, we don't know if Greg was still from an injury or just because they had 2 turnovers that they decided to make the change, but it worked for Greenville because they got back in this game. Mason Gudger had that big 80-yard touchdown run. Greenville's defense, the first 4 possessions that Science Hill had, PJ, it was on short fields. So once Greenville's defense had an entire field behind them, they played a little better, and Science Hill did not have as much success as they did early on.
You mentioned the fact that Stacey Carter should really just go for the throat, and they did. What do you expect out of Science Hill here in the second half as we get ready to kick it off here in a few minutes?
I really don't think they're going to do anything different than they did in the first half. It was Chris Thomas on the ground, and then they were having nice play-action passes. Braden Anderson, the tight end, he had 2 touchdowns in the first half, and that was really the key for Science Hill offensively.
The Toppers are coming back out on the field. We're still waiting for Greenville. Yeah, now here comes Greenville out of their locker room as well. And, of course, we'll be talking with the Greenville head football coach, Olivia Bailey, briefly talking with Stacey Carter at the end of the first half, and she'll be talking with Greenville head coach as well.
Yeah, Dan Hammonds, of course, talking to his guys at halftime as we're getting ready to count down here to the second half.
Right now the band performing on the field as the football team tries to warm up in the end zone. Not enough room for everybody out there.
It's hard to believe this is week number 4 of the high school football season in Northeast Tennessee. Next week, some teams will already be playing their 5th game, and it'll be the halfway point of the season. Taking a look at some of the scores around the area tonight. David Crockett, they're playing down in Knoxville against a private school, Division II Knox Webb. It's 28-14, David Crockett over at Knox Webb in the 4th quarter, so that'd be a big win for David Crockett if they can hang on and get that win down in the Knoxville area.
I'm thinking that Crockett's pretty good, the way they manhandled Science Hill.
Now some games closer in our direction of the state tonight. We have South Green up 14-0 on West Green. Chucky Doak 21-0 over Sullivan North. That's in the 3rd quarter. Unicoi County's beating Happy Valley 14-0 at halftime. Also at halftime, Sullivan East looking for their first win of the season. Patriots up 14-10 over Volunteer. Elizabethton leads Daniel Boone 21-12 at halftime.
Wow. Elizabethton has been impressive so far. And we still got that showdown a couple of weeks between Elizabethton and Greenville, 2 of the top 4A teams in the state.
Yes, that's going to be a great game. That's in October. Both teams out trying to warm up, PJ, and the band's on the field. A little longer halftime tonight.
Yeah, a little bit longer than we are used to, and it's kind of interesting. The football team is pretending that the band is not on the field, and the band is pretending the football team's not on the field because there's really not enough room for all of them. These bands are just tremendous here at these schools, and performing tonight, the Science Hill band really putting on quite a show. And we're looking for Olivia Bailey down on the sidelines, and it does appear that Olivia does have the head football coach of the Green Devils. Olivia, what can you tell us?
The locker room, and we are now here. And Coach, this is really a football game now. You guys came back in that 2nd quarter. What were you telling your guys in the locker room at halftime?
Well, we talked this week about highs and lows and matching their highs, and when if we can get them low, then taking advantage of it. You know, they ran as high as you could the first quarter. That's the worst first quarter that I can remember coaching, if not close to it. But, you know, we're back within 1 score, so we just tell our guys to keep playing. Hopefully conditioning kicks in at some point. The next guys up, be ready if your turn's called, and just make the most of your opportunity.
And Coach, offense, really what we're talking about here. Going into that, what adjustments do you think you're going to have to make in this second half?
Well, to hold on to the ball and not get penalties would be a good start. You know, we gave them the ball 4 times inside of 50 to start the game. And for 21 points, you know, we don't feel good about it, but, you know, it could have been worse point-wise. You just hold on to the ball and just make first down and then go make another first down and go make another first down. Don't press, but just keep playing.
Great. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck in the second half. And Casey, PJ, you heard it there, the highs and the lows. We definitely saw that in that first half there. Greenville with several turnovers that Science Hill was able to capitalize on. We can now see them warming up here, and we can expect to see them with this momentum in that second half.
Thank you, Olivia. I think Coach Hammond's really hit the nail on the head, Casey. He admits Greenville has put themselves in the hole. Now they have to dig out of that hole.
And Coach Hammond, he's been at Greenville as an assistant for a long time. For him to say it's one of the worst first quarters for Greenville football. But as he said, things to turn around, don't turn the ball over, and penalties. And they did a better job in the second quarter with the penalties because they had 4 penalties for 50 yards in the first quarter. They had no penalties in the second quarter. Did Greenville some first half stats. Total yards, it was 181 for Greenville, just 122 yards for Science Hill. But as Coach said, they had those short fields 4 times. They started the ball inside the Greenville side of the field. Of course, Greenville, those 2 turnovers. Time of possession, 12 minutes, 45 seconds for Science Hill, 9 minutes, 15 seconds for Greenville. Rushing yards, 104 for Greenville, but 80 of those came on the one run by Mason Gudger. Science Hill had 69 yards rushing, 53 through the air. Hilltoppers did have the edge in first downs, 10-7 the total.
We're just now kind of killing some time until the second half kickoff, and we're watching the kicker for Science Hill warm up. He's hitting the ball from the 40 and easily making a 50-yard field goal.
You never know. This game could come down to a potential field goal. You know, Greenville, they're going to kick off to start the second half.
With a 21-13 game, we can expect just about anything in the second half. I don't know that we'll have as much explosive scoring as we had in the first half because both defenses are kind of starting to figure out the other teams.
Well, and really for Greenville, again, what helped them was not giving the ball to Science Hill with a short field. I mean, I feel like a broken record saying that, but that makes such a big difference for a defense when you only have about 30, 40 yards and it's a touchdown. I mean, when Greenville has 80 yards behind them, their defense has been much better, as any defense would be.
No kidding. And the clock's just ticking down here. It's waiting for the officials and everyone else to get the teams on the field and let us get away here. Science Hill now taking the field, getting ready to receive this kickoff. Now, we were surprised that the Toppers did actually get to run a kickoff back. Jones didn't quite put it in the end zone.
Yeah, everyone by Hensley has gone in the end zone for Science Hill.
The Sky 5 drone, of course, flying high tonight at a beautiful facility here in Johnson City, Tennessee. The Sky 5 drone, a one-of-a-kind view powered by Empire Ford. Man, just look at that amazing shot of that drone.
Yes, we cannot wait to get going here to start the second half.
The Toyota kickoff, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers. The fans have not gone anywhere. They're fired up. Jones is ready to put the ball down on the tee. Now let's see if it stays on the tee this time. We had some problems there toward the end of the first half. Looks like A.J. Martin's back there. And we're away with another Toyota kickoff that sails out of the end zone. So Science Hill is going to take the ball on the 20-yard line.
We'll see what Connor Batchelder and the Toppers have here. Again, they scored touchdowns on 3 of their first 4 possessions of the game. But after that, nothing for Science Hill.
Been impressed with Batchelder so far. He has not panicked. He's been sacked a couple of times, but almost all his throws have been on target. Thomas in the backfield with him. It's going to be Batchelder running a little option play to Thomas, who gets a little block and gets some opening. Thomas up to the 30-yard line, where it'll be close to a first down.
That first time we saw the option tonight for either team. And that picks up a first down for Science Hill with Chris Thomas picking up 10 yards on first down.
It's interesting. I was talking to Coach about running the option from the spread, and he said, you don't see that a lot. And then, wouldn't you know it, they come out and start with a little option play. Stacy Carter, though, loves that offense. Batchelder handing off to Thomas. This time, no go. Whole bunch of Green Devils are right there.
Yeah, that was Sam Allen making the stop for Greenville.
So a little loss on that play, so it'll be a second down and long for the Toppers. Good look from down low in the trenches. Looks like Greenville jumped off sides, but we'll have a pass down the field, and it's a completion. And another hard tackle by Easy, making the hard tackle there. And again, it's number 8, Braden Anderson.
Yeah, Braden Anderson with the Champion Chevrolet first down, and he has been the favorite target tonight for Batchelder. Anderson has 2 touchdowns already for Science Hill. A couple other catches. He's having a big night at tight end for the Toppers.
So the offense on the move for Science Hill. Deep throw this time. Fighting for the ball out there. Let's see, is it a reception? I think it is. It is a great catch out there by Solomon Dunn, who's been close on a couple of occasions. He took it away from the defender, Case.
Yeah, I thought Jaden Stevenson was coming down with that for Greenville, but Solomon Dunn goes up top. Nice throw by Batchelder. Dunn
takes it away.
Yeah, doesn't give up on the play to Solomon Dunn. Kind of rips that away from Stevenson. That's a big gain for Science Hill.
Huge play for the Toppers. They're knocking on the door. From the 23. Thomas on the right side, looking over his blockers, trying to cut inside. He does. He gets a gap, and he's up close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard short.
Great vision by Chris Thomas there. He was stringing it outside, but then he turned it up, got inside the red zone here for Science Hill. That's where you want to be. Science Hill looking very good on this first possession of the second half, PJ. Starting at their own 20. They're now down inside the Greenville 20-yard line.
Thomas walking a little gingerly beside his quarterback. Connor Batchelder still from the spread. Another handoff this time. It's Batchelder who fakes the handoff. He'll get the first down. Goes out of bounds. Doing the smart quarterback thing.
That's a good thing he kept that ball there, because Chris Thomas was hit about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage there. Batchelder picks up the first down. So now,
I think that's the first time we've watched him actually run the ball. He's faked it a couple of times.
Yep, that'll be a first and goal now at the 10-yard line.
Batchelder. Thomas has it this time left side. He's got a couple of guys to beat. Thomas has the speed. He'll get down about the 5. He's using the stiff arm to get the last couple of yards.
Yeah, good job by Jaden Stevenson there holding his ground.
Thomas remains on the ground. Here's a replay from Toyota. You see Thomas following his blocks, and then he just pushes off with that stiff arm to get it down to about the 5-yard line. Oh, it looked like he's holding his wrist, like he landed on his wrist. That would be a big loss for the Toppers.
Yeah, see Chris Thomas there. That'd be definitely want to see what he does there. Getting checked out on the sidelines, but it's second and goal now for Science Hill. Malik Bowman will be in at running back for the Toppers.
We're in the Toyota red zone. It's the fake to Bowman. Batchelder's going to run it and nowhere to go. He might get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he might have lost a yard even there on second down. So third and goal for Science Hill.
We'll try to see if Olivia Bailey can find out what's going on with Thomas.
Yeah, he's sitting down on the bench, PJ, without his helmet on.
He looks like he's in pain. It looked like he landed awkwardly on his arm and wrist when he fought for that extra yardage using the stiff arm. Batchelder on a big 3rd down. And there's a flag. There's movement somewhere. Olivia, what can you tell us about that injury?
Yeah, PJ Casey, we can definitely see Thomas Sear sitting on the bench. Some definite frustration. He wants to be out here with this team right now, but there is some concern that he might be out for the rest of the game. That's kind of the murmurs we're hearing here on the sidelines. He's being attended to by the athletic training staff right now. They're working on what seems to be his shoulder and maybe his elbow, his wrist there, that right arm. So they're continuously working on that, trying to get him up, standing up, and kind of stretching that out a little bit. But you can definitely see frustration down here on the sidelines right now.
All right, Olivia, thank you very much. 3rd down, facing the Toppers. Batchelder fakes the handoff. He'll throw it out to the wing, and it's going to be knocked away by A.J. Stewart.
And he is kicking himself for not coming up with that interception right there. It looked like Stewart was reading that the entire way, just could not bring it in. That would have been a big interception there for Greenville if A.J. Stewart could have came down with that. But now Science Hill PJ is going to get a chance at 3 points.
That was Brayton Anderson again out there. He was open for a second. I think Connor would like to have that throw back. Cade Hensley has been showing off his leg tonight. Kid's got plenty of leg. The wind is kind of blustery tonight. We'll see how he handles it. And there's the kick. It's up, and it is good right down the middle. Science Hill's on the board as they put another 3 to make it 24-13. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one.
It's the Toyota Last Chance Clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a RAV4 with 3.9. Correction, where you can now get 1.9 financing for 60 months on an adventurous new 2019 RAV4. Or get a low mileage lease payment cut to $199 a month with the most advanced safety features and a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota Last Chance Clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back to Science Hill High School, everyone. We'd like to thank the folks at Champion Chevrolet for sponsoring our Facebook Live coverage tonight. You can watch us all over the world, not just on television. Facebook Live, sponsored by Champion Chevrolet. Tim and Andy and all the folks at Champion, we appreciate your support. And Casey, it looks like from our vantage point that we might not see number 9 again tonight.
No, Chris Thomas. He has his shoulder pads off. He's standing on the Science Hill sideline about the 35-yard line or so. He has ice wrapped around his shoulder. I have to say he is highly doubtful, likely out for the rest of the game here.
Olivia's kind of nosing around trying to figure out what's going on with Thomas, and when she does, we'll let you know. Hensley will line it up to kick it off from the 40. So far, Greenville hasn't had a chance to return one of these. And another Toyota kickoff, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers, and that's going to be out of the end zone. Takes the big hop. And Green Devils will be in business from the 20-yard line.
Well, Mason Gudger really wanted a chance to return that ball. He tried to go get it, but it bounced over his head, and he kind of clapped his hands together. He was pretty upset he couldn't get his hands on that one.
So Greenville has had its moments tonight. Ferguson remains in the game at quarterback. Gudger is in there at running back.
And there's a look at Chris Thomas. You can see there, shoulder pads off.
Go to the air. Easy out there for the first down as he fights his way in.
Nice first down there for Greenville, PJ, and those quick throws there from Ferguson are really, we got an injured Science Hill player.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a timeout on the field, so if we do, time for us to take a timeout as well. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
When the sun comes up, it's go time. Whether at work or at play, on the field or off, life doesn't stop, and neither should you. So when you get injured, Holston Medical Group is here to get you back on your feet. Our orthopedic and sports medicine physicians deliver quality care that exceeds expectations, specializing in non-surgical techniques and minimally invasive procedures to get you back in the game fast. Now with convenient walk-in access in Bristol at Sapling Grove. We are HMG, your doctor, your family, your health partner for life.
And welcome back, everyone, to Science Hill High School, where injuries have suddenly hit the Science Hill Hilltoppers. They've lost their star running back, and now it appears they've got another player down.
Yeah, Science Hill can't quite see which number that is. Is that 44?
It is 44, who was hobbled earlier. That was Justice Sutton, who was hobbled in the end zone earlier, and now Sutton comes up hobbling again. So the Green Devils will take it over. Again, first down. Ferguson from the shotgun. Hands it to Gudger. Gudger battles for about 5.
PJ, that last scoring drive for Science Hill, and the field goal was 10 plays, 69 yards, 4 minutes, 23 seconds off the clock. Hensley with a 28-yard field goal to extend the Science Hill lead to 24-13.
Ferguson looks like he's changing the play. He's telling his offensive line everything. Ferguson now back in the shotgun after barking out some orders. Going to hand it to Gudger. Gudger's got a hole through the middle, and boy, he takes advantage of it as he blasts through for another Green Devil first down.
Yeah, Mason Gudger with the champion Chevrolet first down. You see Ty Youngblood coming in to spell Gudger. And there's Sutton getting worked on the Science Hill sidelines.
Looks like a cramp. A couple of weeks ago, we had a whole lot of cramps for this Science Hill club against Crockett. Ferguson handing straight ahead to Youngblood. No going. The Science Hill Hilltopper defensive line was greeting him.
Let's see if they run that again, but this time if Ferguson would keep it. Looked like there would have been a lot of room if he kept it there. Here comes the late flag. And
what's that all about? Illegal substitution, maybe?
I wonder if there maybe was some jawing back and forth. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Greenville. Their coach Stan Hammonds at halftime said, got to eliminate the penalties, and this is a costly one for Greenville.
Boy, that's a killer, Casey. 15 yards.
Those dead ball penalties right there. Just losing your cool, saying something wrong to one of the other players. So now all of a sudden it's second and a long way to go. It should be about 2nd and 25 right now for Greenville.
Ferguson with 3 receivers to the left. He'll throw to one of them, and he has him. It looks like Albright over the middle, and he's going to get some of that yardage back.
Yeah, I think he got all the penalty yard back, but now they still have about another 8 or 9 yards to go for the first down. That's why that penalty was so big. No penalty, that's a first down, and Greenville's on the move, but now they have a 3rd down and 8.
Ferguson looking left, throwing left. It's tipped, and it's almost picked off by the Hilltoppers. It was batted around. Copenhagen was in on that with a couple of other defenders.
Will Albright shaking up. I'll tell you what, take a look at this one. Ferguson would love to have this one back. A.J. Stewart was wide open.
Oh, Copenhagen just knocked it. Wow, that had to hurt. Your replay brought to you by FriendshipCars.com here in the 3rd quarter. So, Jones is back to punt. It's 4th down. Toppers are going to get it back.
We got a penalty flag here as a delay of game on Greeneville.
That's Torbett back deep to receive this punt from Jones.
Jones now will have you a couple extra yards here in this punt.
The wind has really picked up. He's going to have the wind to his back, I think. If you look at the flags on the goalpost. No rush for the Toppers. Jones does boot it out. Torbett looks as it sail out of bounds, and that's what it does. So it sails out of bounds, and we're going to sail to a break. You're watching the Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Everhart Transportation Incorporated has been supporting the Green Devils for years, and they say go Devils. And when your transportation needs to go, call Everhart Transportation Incorporated at 800-701-7159. Go Devils!
Welcome back to Science Hill High School. Well, we've got a change of possession here. Olivia Bailey, what have you got for us?
Yeah, PJ Casey, you can just see behind me, that is Thomas's jersey. It is still sitting on this bench here. He's got that shoulder wrapped. It doesn't look like he's going to be coming back anytime soon. That's a name that we hear a lot here for Science Hill. Also seeing some players treated for cramps here, and we were told by our meteorologist that TSSAA rule where that heat index may come into play, that might be affecting some of these players with cramps here today. But for Thomas, we're just still waiting to see if he'll be back at all.
We head back to action now. Sides Hill with a run right up the middle. Remember, Thomas is not in there anymore. That was Bowman.
No, that was a great job there by Olivia showing his shoulder pads on the bench there. I think he's going to be done. He's done for the night.
Yeah, that's never a good sign when you leave your jersey and your pads on the bench. Second down for the Toppers. A good game by Bowman there. Bowman's pretty fresh. He didn't play a whole lot in the first half. He did relieve Thomas on one series. Again, it's Bowman reading his blocks, getting the first down. And the ball's loose. And Greenville says they have it.
And they do.
And they do.
A.J. Stewart comes up with the ball for Greenville. And there's a big hit on that side of the field. I think one of the Greenville players is still down. That's Nick Aizi. He's holding his arm.
That was a hard lick.
Let's take a look at this FriendshipCars.com replay. You see Bowman, a great run here, but number one, Nick Aizi, they're going to meet head on.
Oh, wow. That is a collision.
And knocked the ball loose.
And don't forget, we do have the Toyota Drive of the Game coming up later here on Friday Night Rivals. That'll be in the fourth quarter. So a great break for the Green Devils that they have not had a whole lot of breaks today, or tonight, I should say. Maybe they can take advantage of this one.
Yeah, the training staff still working on Aizi. That was a big time hit there.
See the trainers. We don't want to speculate what's going on there, but you can see the trainers very concerned with it. Again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors tonight, and our pregame show tonight was sponsored by Food City and our good buddy Steve Smith.
Hi, I'm Steve Smith with Food City. It's great to partner with WCYB to sponsor the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. You know, football in our communities is so important as families gather to root on their home team, to watch either in person or to watch on TV. And we're excited to be a sponsor. And don't forget, Food City is your tailgating headquarters.
And we have some good news. Aizi walked off the field. Looked like he was a little shaken up, but there you can see him right there. Takes his helmet off. He's giving high fives. He's drinking Gatorade. All is well.
Yeah, great sign to see Aizi right there. Now we'll see if this Greenville offense can take advantage of the turnover. They're down by 11 points. Less than 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Great field position for the Green Devils. There's a fake with a handoff, and now inside handoff to Gudger, but he's run down from behind by the Toppers.
Yeah, that was Ian McKinney on the tackle for Science Hill. Good job there by McKinney, tracking down Gudger from behind.
Gudger's a fast guy, so it takes something to track him down from behind. Science Hill hanging on to a 24-13 lead. But the Devils are on the move. Low snap. Ferguson scoops it up, throws back the other way. And no one's out there as he throws it deep and incomplete.
I was looking for Jaden Pruitt there, but through that is well covered there by Santiago. Also overthrew him by about 10 yards as well. So now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 11 for Greenville after the turnover there. They lose a yard on first down, and an incomplete pass on second. So it's 3rd and 11. This ball is at the Science Hill 42-yard line.
Ferguson, he's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw it out there, and it looks like it was complete.
Short of the first down marker. That was Jackson Tillery on the reception for Greenville. It's 4th down, and they're going to go for it after that. Pick up about half the yards on 3rd down. Greenville down by 11. I like this decision by the Green Devils to go for it here.
Stewart and Albright out to the right. Ferguson from the shotgun. Gudger behind him. He fakes to Gudger, throws over the middle. That's complete to Stewart, and that looks like it's going to be close.
That's a first down for Greenville. Champion Chevrolet first down. Big play on 4th down for Greenville to go for it. And now we'll see the Green Devils going to pick up the tempo here a little bit.
Ferguson to Gudger. Gudger off the left side. Got a little bit of a hole. Takes advantage of it for a decent gain.
I'm telling you, one of these times, Ferguson is going to keep it, and he's going to have some room to run.
Remember, they've got those iPads. They can see what we're seeing. And one of the coaches will probably pick up on that sooner or later. Full backfield now. This time it's Youngblood up the middle. He's not been much of a factor tonight. Casey's surprising.
Yeah, Science Hill's done a really good job of negating him in the run game. Gudger has been the one that's hurt Science Hill. And this one, now it's 3rd down and 3 for Greenville. Now they have Gudger and Youngblood both in the backfield.
Iezzi's back in the game wide to the right. Full backfield. There's the handoff to Youngblood up the middle. Now there's some of that brute strength as he goes straight ahead, but nowhere near the first down.
You know, I was joking with Coach Hammond in the offseason. I was like, are you going to change anything offensively,
defensively?
Defensively?
It was a first down.
And he said, we might get wild and have 2 backs in the backfield at some times. And that's what we're seeing on this drive with Youngblood and Gudger both in the backfield. Instead of having 3 receivers, instead of 4 receivers, they're going with 3 and 2 backs.
That second effort there by Youngblood got him the first down. Fakes a handoff now to Gudger. Gudger cuts back to the right, and he's got another touchdown. That man is out of here, and Greenville is back in this football game.
That's a 17-yard touchdown there by Mason Gudger, and I expect Greenville to go for 2 here, PJ. They're down 11. I know it's still the 3rd quarter, but I would go for 2 here, being down 11. Nice block by Youngblood. He took the sacrifice there, took the hit.
And Gudger just outran those defenders once he made the cutback. And Greenville is going for 2.
Yeah, I like this call here. You're down 11. You score. You're down by 5. You want to try and get it down to 3 because Greenville missed that extra point earlier. Well,
that went nowhere.
Well, this might change things now. If this penalty's on Greenville.
It is on Greenville.
Now I think you got to kick the extra point.
And that's what they're going to do. Here comes Jones. You can take every point you can at this point of the game.
Going for a 2-point conversion from the 3-yard line is one thing, but going from the 8 when you don't need to, I agree with this. Kick the extra point, make it a 4-point game. We got a timeout by Greenville.
Maybe they're going to think about it. So we've got a timeout, and so that means we probably should take a timeout as well. Nope, we're going to stay right here.
2:31 left in the third quarter. It's interesting, in the second half, those timeouts, they're gold. And Greenville calls one there.
It's just a great night for high school football. A beautiful view from the Sky 5 drone. Brought to you and powered by Empire Ford. Sky 5 drone, there's nothing quite like it in the Tri-Cities. Man, what a view. As you see that Greenville sideline, very concerned about this ball game. It's 24-19, 2 minutes, 31 seconds left in the third. Plenty of time left, but this is a chance for you to take advantage of an opportunity, Casey. They score the touchdown, had a chance to go for 2, then more sloppiness on the Greenville side to cost them the 2-point conversion.
Well, they get a false start. Now, by calling a timeout, like you said, I wonder if they're considering going for 2. You'd hate to burn a timeout when you're going to go kick an extra point.
Yeah, there must be something up.
Especially in the second half. I mean, those timeouts are gold. I would hate to later on when you try and stop Science Hill and you don't have a timeout.
Maybe they're watching the same game our fans are, and they heard your call about let Ferguson keep it, and maybe that's what they're going to do.
Again, this ball's on the 8-yard line.
And I believe that is Ferguson out there. They are going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2.
Dudger to his right. 3 receivers flanked out left, including Stewart and Albright. Ferguson throws to the corner, and it is complete for the extra point.
All right, so that timeout was Greenville changes their mind. They go for 2 from the 8-yard line, and Will Albright wide open there for Greenville. It's 24-21. Greenville within 3.
Dan Hammonds, gutty call, but they came here to win. And we have a 3-point game.
I'm going to say that probably was not the original play when the ball was on the 3-yard line, but they had a little more room. Nice play there by Albright. It's 24-21.
And obviously that coaching staff saw something. Hey, we think this is going to work. Let's call a timeout and talk about it. Crowd has not gone anywhere tonight. Great crowd on hand here at Science Hill. As we've seen all season long on Friday Night Rivals, tremendous support of high school football in this region. And we appreciate everybody that turned out tonight to be part of the Fox 39 broadcast. C.J. Jones will boot it away from the 40-yard line, and so far he hasn't given Science Hill too much. He hasn't given them too much to talk about on a kick return. And the last one was his best one, as it sailed out of here. He does have a wind to his back. A little bit of a different game here in the second half. And his ball blows over again.
And Greenville's not even going to wait for it to happen a second time. They're going to just have a holder.
They said, we've seen this movie before. We're ready for you.
It's a great shot there. You got to hold that finger, and you close your eyes here, right?
Yes. He does have a glove on. Great work by camera crew tonight. And there it goes. High and deep and out of here. That was kind of like a baseball home run, wasn't it?
All right, so we'll see the Science Hill offense. Malik Bowman going to be the featured back now with Chris Thomas out of the game with an injury.
Now, Bowman's going to have to hang on to the ball. He fumbled last time, which led to that Greenville touchdown. It's from the 20-yard line. Here we go. That's Elder. Fakes it, throws it up. He's got a receiver out there. It's Barnett. I'm sorry, that's Torbett. That's Torbett for the completion.
Nice first down play there by Science Hill. Here are the Toppers now on second down and about 5. You know, you can run it, you can pass it here. A lot more options rather than being 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, where it's kind of have to be an automatic pass.
Yeah, when you get that big chunk on first down, it's just so valuable to the offense. There we got the handoff to Bowman. Bowman lowers his shoulder, and he should have the first down. I believe he does.
So Science Hill, not necessarily do you have to score here, but I think they need a couple first downs. Give that defense a bit of a rest.
And they'd love to eat up some of this clock, too. Bowman remains in the backfield behind Batchelder. And it's Bowman on the right side, testing that line. He'll fall forward for another decent gain.
I'll give a shout out to the Science Hill offensive line. Coach Carter told us, they're young offensive line, but they've done pretty well tonight. I mean, they've had opened some holes for Thomas and now for Bowman. This Science Hill offensive liner is Kellen Hensley. Just a freshman.
Just a freshman. But earning his keep. Batchelder fakes it. He's going to the air. He's got a receiver wide open, and he missed him. Oh, my goodness. It was see you later for Mr. Torbett if he could have hauled that in.
Wow, that was he would love to have that one back with Batchelder. We do have a flag on the play.
I mean, he's got 20 yards on everybody.
There's a penalty on Greenville, though.
Oh, wow. Another penalty against the Green Devils.
And this isn't an offsides. I mean, roughing the passer is 15 yards. That's a big penalty against Greenville.
I'm not sure if our replay folks have that one or not. Here we go with Batchelder. There's the handoff. Bowman right up the middle. Protecting that ball with two hands. Not taking any chances at this point.
40 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's 24-21. Science Hill Toppers led this game 21-0. That seems like a long time ago.
A long time ago. Second down. Batchelder. Handing to Bowman over the left side. Good blocks. Bowman just short of a first down as he put that shoulder down, trying to get every yard he can.
That should be the last play of the third quarter.
I believe you are right, my friend. That clock is ticking down. So the third quarter ends with Science Hill leading 24-21. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Tracks $15,995, Equinox $20,995, Blazer $26,995, Traverse $27,995, Colorado $20,995. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
At ECU, we've got a mortgage product that fits your needs.
As first-time home buyers, there are so many different options. It was really kind of intimidating.
But ECU made it easy. They helped us through every step. Whether you're buying your first home or your forever home, come see us at ECU. We know you have questions. We're here to answer them. I would highly recommend Eastman Credit Union for all your mortgage needs.
Just do it. Don't even think twice about it.
We love ECU.
And we think you will too.
I think our dogs would highly recommend ECU.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Everhart Transportation, Inc. is looking for good, safe drivers. If you want to make great money, if you want more home time, if you want to be a name, part of a family, and not a number, call 423-783-9900. Check out the ETI rigs on YouTube.
Saturday, September the 14th, join us at the Pinnacle for the Tri-Cities Walk Run to End Childhood Cancer.
Families at St. Jude never receive a bill for travel, treatment, housing, or food.
Go to stjude.org/walkrun to sign up and join the team.
When we decided to put a pool in our backyard, we wanted to pick a company with a 25-year reputation for doing things right.
Holly at Brooks Malone made sure that we were satisfied from start to finish.
From design to laying out the template to show us in the yard what our pool would look like, to taking us to several different pools to help us decide on gas lights, fencing, rocks. They're more than just a pool company. We can call them now a year after having the pool. It's support, it's service, it's the total package with Brooks Malone.
Hi, I'm Holly at Brooks Malone. Give me a call today for your free estimate.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. 1500 double cab 4x4, $29,995. 1500 crew cab 4x4, $32,995. 1500 double and crew cab All-Stars, $11,000 and $12,000 off. 2500 Duramax diesel, $13,771 off. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
View in all of Tennessee. That's the Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford, showing you the beautiful stadium here at Kermit Tipton Stadium, Steve Spurrier Field, and the fans, they're having the time of their life tonight. Back to action now. It was third down.
It was 3rd and 1. I don't think he got it, number one. Number two, there's a penalty flag as well.
This is big for Science Hill.
I think just from where the head referee threw that flag, I'd have to think that means it's against Science Hill.
It was toward the backfield, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to get the call now, it appears. Oh, talk about losing your composure. What's going on there?
That's the first time we've seen one of those calls go against Science Hill. The personal fouls and sportsmanlike early were against Greeneville. But that's a big, big penalty. They go from 3rd and 1 now to 4th and 16 or 17. That means the punt team comes out. PJ Greenville's going to get the ball with a chance to possibly take the lead with the touchdown.
That would be the first lead of the game for the Devils if they can pull it off. There's Hensley back to punt. Good snap. Hensley gets it away. And that ball takes another weird bounce as it heads out of bounds. So we've got time for a timeout. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one. It's the Toyota last chance clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a 4Runner with 500. Correction, where you can get $1,000 cash back on a legendary new 2019 4Runner. Or cut a deal on the aggressively sophisticated Highlander with 0.9 financing, or up to $3,000 cash back with a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota last chance clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back to Kermit Tipton Stadium, everyone. Casey, what's going on out there with the flag?
Well, we had a block below the waist on Science Hill on the punt. That's a 15-yard penalty. They're going to add that to the end of the kick. So that's back-to-back 15-yard penalties against Science Hill. Greenville's going to get 15 yards tacked on to the wherever that ball came to rest, which I believe was inside the 25. So now the ball is moving out to the 37-yard line, it looks like.
A great chance for Greenville to capitalize now. Ferguson handing off.
That was Youngblood on the carry, and he got nothing. And that's one change Greenville's made in the second half offensively, PJ. They've gone away from the 4 wide receivers, single back, to 2 backs, having Gudger and Youngblood both in the game, and 3 receivers, taking out a receiver, putting in an extra tailback.
And it has certainly opened up the running lanes for Greenville by doing that. So Youngblood and Gudger both in the game. Fake this time. Ferguson's going to throw it. Nope, he's going to be sacked. As the topper linebacker came up to get him, number 49, making the play there, Casey.
Yeah, great job there by Science Hill. They really, really needed that. They're the toppers. That was Alec Hillman on the sack for Science Hill. It's 3rd and long for Greenville.
So just when it looked like the Green Devils were going to get a break, they faced 3rd and long. Ferguson to throw, and he's throwing deep, and he's got a man out there, and he hauled it in. He did haul it in.
What a catch by Jaden Pruitt. See if we can see that replay. He did a little stutter and go there. They faked a quick throw. Pruitt ran right by the defenders, and he held on with those fingertips. Watch Pruitt.
Oh, we got a great...
Ferguson throws it up. He's got Albright. Albright's got two guys to beat, but he won't. He'll go down to the 5-yard line, and Greenville keeps the drive alive.
What a throw by Ferguson. He waited for Albright to break open, coming across the field. Albright takes it inside the red zone. Now Greenville has a 4th down and 3. They get a lot of yards, get a first down, and they're 8 yards away from taking their first lead of the night.
Ferguson from the shotgun. Hands to Youngblood. Youngblood off tackle. He just powers his way into the end zone. He refused to go down, and Greenville is on the board. They've got their first lead.
First lead of the game, a 8-yard touchdown run by Ty Youngblood. It's 27-24 Greenville, and they're visiting section here cheering loudly now as Green Devils take their first lead of the game. We'll see C.J. Jones here to try and make it a 4-point game for the Green Devils with 8:22 here left in the fourth quarter.
Jones will be on for the extra point. And it's up. And it is good. No, he missed it. It is no good. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
When the sun comes up, it's go time, whether at work or at play, on the field or off. Life doesn't stop, and neither should you. So when you get injured, Holston Medical Group is here to get you back on your feet. Our orthopedic and sports medicine physicians deliver quality care that exceeds expectations, specializing in non-surgical techniques and minimally invasive procedures to get you back in the game fast. Now with convenient walk-in access in Bristol at Sapling Grove. We are HMG, your doctor, your family, your health partner for life.
There's only 30 seconds. Watch Rick.
We're back
here at Science Hill High School, where we've just had a big change of events, Casey, as Greenville capitalizes on some mistakes by Science Hill to take their first lead.
Yeah, the big play was the 4th and 3, the pass from Ferguson to Albright for the first down, then Youngblood scores. But as you mentioned, C.J. Jones, he misses his second extra point of the game. He didn't miss any in the first 3 games of the season already, and that's a big reason why, because it's a 3-point game now. Science Hill needs just a field goal to tie the game.
For the first time all night, Science Hill will be playing from behind. You got to admire the resilience of this Greenville ball club. They put in Ferguson at quarterback. He settled the team down, and now all of a sudden it is crazy, crazy, crazy. And it looks like they're going for an onside kick here, Casey. Ball is loose, and Greenville has it, but did it go 10 yards?
Well, Greenville's excited.
Hey, what you got?
Did it go 10 yards? That's what we're waiting to see. I'm not sure if that's what Greenville meant to do, but that kick was sky high.
And the Greenville offense is on the field. I'm going to say it did go far enough.
It looks like it is 1st and 10. Ferguson from the spread. Hands it to Gudger, cuts back in the middle. Gudger sees some daylight, and then, boy, he's belted. Oh, my goodness, what a hit there.
Wow, that was a big, big hit there. Mason Gudger, he stays with the ball. That's the most important part as we approach 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Amari Red coming up, putting the hammer on him. From the shotgun. Youngblood, there's a whistle.
That's going to be a false start against Greenville. So those 5 yards that Gudger picked up on first down negated with the penalty, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Greenville. The ball is at the 49-yard line of the Green Devils as we have a clock that's at 7:45 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
Youngblood off the right side, following his blocks. Pretty decent game.
That's a big 3rd down for Greenville. I would expect them to put the ball in the air. Again, it's about 3rd and 7 for the Green Devils. If they can get a first down here, PJ, they could really start milking some of that clock. And Science Hill may have to start using some timeouts eventually. But if they can get a stop here and get the ball back, it's a big play here on 3rd and 8.
From the spread, Ferguson. Big rush. He puts it up. Albright's open. He makes a reception. Cuts back. It spins. It's going to be close, Casey.
It is going to be really close.
It is, my friend. It is a first down. What a turn there. Great individual effort by Albright.
Now Greenville, they're going to be in no hurry to snap this ball. The play clock is just now 10 seconds.
Here we go. Look at there.
First.
I'm not.
And to the middle. Another good game for the Green Devils.
That was fun. Hey, what?
You're on the air, 5 seconds to count here. And again, that's why that 3rd down was so big, because now Greenville takes a little time off the clock. They're getting closer to potentially getting in field goal range. If they score a touchdown, because the way their defense is playing after the 1st quarter, it'd be really hard for Science Hill to score twice if Greenville can make this a 2-possession game.
Certainly. There's Ty Youngblood.
Busting his way for another first down. He refuses to go down, and he's going to score a touchdown. What a run by Youngblood.
37-yard touchdown. It looks like Science Hill, some of their players almost gave up thinking he was down. Youngblood did not give up. He broke through the tackle, goes 37 yards for the touchdown. Let's look at the replay again here. Watch Youngblood when he gets hit for the first time. Almost seems like some of the guys kind of ease up, like, oh, he's coming down. And then, nope, there he goes. By that point, it was too late. 37-yard touchdown. Greenville up by 9 points.
That was such a huge turn of events. Individual effort by Ty Youngblood, who's headed to Furman next year to play linebacker of all things. The extra point is again missed. C.J. Jones hooked it again. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
Welcome to Express Checkout. On FriendshipCars.com, you can view inventory from all our locations. Get the best pricing and choose your payment without the hassle. Get an instant cash offer for your trade-in. Research and select a protection package that works best for you. Take advantage of all Express Checkout has to offer and be in and out in under 30 minutes. That's it. It's that easy. Instant pricing and Express Checkout from FriendshipCars.com. Start your new car shopping experience today.
Welcome back to Science Hill High School, everyone, where we've had a dramatic change of events in the last couple of series. Greenville's offense has come to life, and they just topped it off with a great run by Ty Youngblood to take a 33-24 lead.
A 37-yard touchdown there by Youngblood after the onside kick recovery by Greenville. And Green Devils, they're on a 33-3 run right now. Greenville is in this game. It was 21-0 Science Hill. And certainly, as we get ready for this Toyota kickoff, you know, Science Hill, without Chris Thomas, down by 9 now, 2-possession game. You're going to have to put the ball in the air early and often. I think if you're Science Hill, kind of go hurry up offense.
Jones ready to boot it off. Another Toyota kickoff, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers. Again, it's through the uprights. And Science Hill is going to start on the 20-yard line.
With 6:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Again, Science Hill, they're down 2 possessions.
They need 2 scores.
Need 2 scores, whether it's a field goal and a touchdown or a touchdown field goal. Either way it would go. So they don't need to score a touchdown on this drive, but they at least need to get a field goal.
Batchelder going to put it up. He's got time to throw, and he does. And it's intercepted. That looks like Will Albright out there. It was Albright. He makes the interception, and Science Hill is in big trouble now.
Yeah, Albright almost looked like he was the intended receiver on that play. He did not move from the middle of the field. That ball was right in between the 2 and the 6 for Albright. And let's take a look at the replay here. Watch Albright.
Steps right in front of
Right in front of the receiver.
A heady play by Albright.
And that's something where Greenville, they knew the passing game was coming here because Science Hill had to put the ball in the air. Albright steps right in front of Bowman there.
So Ferguson, you can expect the Devils to ground this thing out now. Gudger running behind his blocks, trying to fight for all the extra yardage. Here comes the flag.
What that formation that Greenville's doing, what that allows is when they have the 2 backs in the backfield, Youngblood almost becomes a lead blocker when they counter, and he's almost leading the way and opens up a hole. Got a holding penalty on Greenville, so that'll back up the Green Devils. Now Gudger, though, is now out of the game on this play, so Youngblood, the only back in the backfield. Greenville going with 4 receivers.
Another false start on Greenville. But right now, the clock is the enemy of Science Hill, down 33-24 with 5:28 to go. Ferguson has played well since coming off the bench. He'll give it to Youngblood, who blasts to the right side, churning those legs, fighting for every yard.
If you're Stacey Carter, Science Hill, eventually you're going to start thinking about using your timeouts. Now it is going to be 3rd and long here. I would expect maybe after 3rd down here, maybe Science Hill want to use as a timeout after this next play. If Greenville keeps it on the ground, which being 3rd and about 24 yards, I'm doing that. I mean, you got a 9-point lead. Run the ball here. Don't want to do anything crazy.
Gudger up the middle, taking Toppers with him. Getting a large chunk of that yardage back.
And Stacey Carter calls his first time out here the second half. I like this. You got to stop the clock. Can't allow Greenville to take another 40 seconds off before they decide what to do here on 4th down. And I think Greenville now is an interesting scenario here. You're up by 9 points.
So no matter what, Science Hill needs 2 scores.
They need 2 scores, yeah.
Does the field goal really help you?
Well, actually, you know what? I was wrong earlier. It's 3rd down right now. So it's 3rd and 15. I would expect, again, to keep the ball on the ground here on 3rd down, make Science Hill take another timeout. But with Greenville, I'm sure what Coach Hammonds now has to be thinking is, if we don't get a 1st down, do I want to kick a field goal? Or do you want to go for it?
And continue to eat the clock. Here come the Green Devils. It's Ferguson. He'll hand to Youngblood. He'll blast up the middle.
We get another timeout here by Stacey Carter. That's the second one for Science Hill. So now we'll see if Greenville looks like they're going to bring out.
Jones has had trouble with his extra points tonight. Despite his impressive leg on these kickoffs, he has had a tendency to hook the ball.
Got a great note here from Jimmy Dent, keeping our stats. Science Hill has had the ball for 32 seconds in the 4th quarter so far.
You're not going to win many ball games having the ball just 32 seconds, that's for sure.
All right, how about this note from Patrick Crum? We talked about him earlier. He says Greenville has only come back from a 21-point deficit twice in school history. 1985 against Elizabethton and the 2017 playoffs against Anderson County when they went on to win the state title. This would be the 3rd time in the history of Greenville football, if they win this game, that they will come back from a 21-point deficit.
Patrick Crum, thank you for that nugget. It's a good one.
All right, Greenville is going to go with the field goal here with C.J. Jones on 4th down. This will be a 35-yard field goal. This would extend the lead to 12 points if he makes it.
Good snap. Kick is up. And that kick is right down the middle. No, he pulled it again. He pulled it again, didn't he?
I don't think Mr. Jones is want to be kicking anymore here at Kermit Tipton Stadium here on Steve Spurrier Field. He missed 3 extra points and now a field goal, but it's still a 9-point game. Your Science Hill, 4:28 on the clock. You have 1 timeout. You need 2 scores.
Yeah, he looks like me on the golf course, hooking everything left. That's not a good thing. So Science Hill, it's all up to you. Connor Batchelder is going to have to put it in the air. He's under a big rush, throws it up, and it's almost picked off again.
This is the point of the game now for the Greenville defense. They know Science Hill's throwing the ball every play, so the defensive linemen, they're not even thinking about the run. They're going all out to get to the quarterback. So now that's harder on the offensive line. And then the secondary, they're going to be more aggressive going for interceptions because the ball's going to be in the air a lot more.
Braden Anderson has been the key receiver for Science Hill tonight, but in the second half, we haven't seen much of him.
Greenville just rushing 3 right now. They're dropping 8.
Over the middle. And it's going to be picked off. It's A.J. Stewart, the former Hilltopper, on the return, going down the right sidelines. He's got a block. Now it's all up to him, and he scores a touchdown. Greenville has done it again.
Oh, and you know that means a lot to A.J. Stewart. There is a flag on the play, though. We'll see what that flag is. You almost kind of see that interception coming. Greenville dropped 8 into coverage. There's more defenders than there are receivers when you drop 8 into coverage, and that was an easy interception there for A.J. Stewart.
Officials are talking it over.
The flag is back at the 23-yard line.
There's apparently 2 flags on the play.
After the play, let's face the left fighter. Also on the left foot. Those penalties are
Whoa. All right, so you had a holding penalty after the interception on Greenville. Then after the play, you had an unsportsmanlike conduct on Greenville. So they're going to get backed up from the look like where the flag was at about the 22-yard line. They said it'll enforce both penalties. So you're talking 25 yards. Greenville is going to lose here and take the touchdown off the board. So the holding penalty was at the 23. They marked that off to the 33. Now they're going to go 15 yards back, so this should put the ball at the 48-yard line of Science Hill.
Some of the crowd starting to leave now. Science Hill fans. Student body, though, staying right here with us.
Science Hill PJ has just 1 timeout, so they can only stop the clock 1 more time.
Ferguson hands to Gutcher up the middle. He just runs and gets the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be really close to the first down. Toyota first down there for Mason Gudger. Really impressed with how Greenville responded, being down 21-0. Yeah, that is a first down there by Gudger. Down 21-0 on the road. They get punched in the mouth early. A lot of it, some of it, offensively, it was self-inflicted with their turnovers. But Science Hill scored on 3 of their first 4 possessions, up 21-0. But then Greenville slowly worked their way back into this one.
And I think the Green Devils owe a debt of gratitude to Ferguson, who came in and settled them down. But really, this Greenville defense has played well in the second half as well.
And also, it changes the game with Chris Thomas. He goes out with an injury when Science Hill was winning the game 21-13. I believe 1 or 2 plays after he got hurt, they kick a field goal to go up by 11. You play the what-if game, but injuries are part of the game in football.
We see Jackson Diamond warming up on the sidelines for Science Hill, so the Toppers may be thinking about switching quarterbacks.
They might not Ferguson. Get the ball again.
And again, it's Youngblood dragging people along. He'd make a good tow truck.
Yeah, he's going to be Furman Paladin next year. It's another Toyota first down there for Youngblood. Former Maryville head coach George Quarles is the offensive coordinator and tight ends coach at Furman now. He was the lead recruiter there for Youngblood at Furman.
Quarles, of course, played at Furman. Rejoined some of his old teammates who are now coaches there as well. There's Youngblood and Gudger. And Gudger somehow gets out of that. Drags a guy close to another first down.
And the game clock goes under 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Again, Science Hill with just 1 timeout left. Gudger got close to a first down. They're going to say 2nd and short. So that play clock is just now 25 seconds. have to think, PJ, moving forward, that Blaine Ferguson, he might be the starting quarterback now for Greenville.
That would be my guess. Youngblood up the middle, still got his legs turning, refusing to go down. He's almost to the 5-yard line.
He was following a block there. Was Youngblood of Chris Everhart, his offensive lineman, he's committed to Marshall. He's going to go up there with Doc Holliday and play for the Thundering Herd. And that clock continues to run here.
When we interviewed him the other day, we were like, I'd like to see this guy in 3 years. He's going to be huge. He's a big guy. They're going to make him even bigger at Marshall.
Yeah, he's 6'3", 310 pounds. Right now is Everhart. You see Youngblood, he checked himself out of the game there. He's played a lot of snaps tonight.
Ferguson has to Gudger. This time he is hitting the backfield.
Science Hill can only stop the clock one more time here. It's 2nd and goal now for.
We are in the Toyota red zone.
And Coach Carter did call the timeout. So
that's his last one.
Last timeout for Science Hill.
It's time to pick our Toyota drive of the game, Casey.
All right, well, here we got the fumble by Malik Bowman of Science Hill. Nick Iezzi causes the fumble. That really kind of changed momentum here. Then Ferguson finds A.J. Stewart for a first down. That was a big play. And then Gudger goes in for the touchdown. That made it a 3-point game, a 5-point game. They went for 2, made it a 3-point game. And Greenville never looking back, as now they're up 33-24. That is your Toyota drive of the game.
That was quite a drive. Well, this has been a really good game, and it's probably worth watching again. So if you'd like to watch it again, you can watch our replay on the CW at 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. on Tri-City CW. You can watch the replay of tonight's Greenville Science Hill game.
If you didn't believe it the first time, because it has been a well of a comeback, as Casey said, one of 3 great comebacks in the history of this Greenville team.
Where they've come back from a 21-point deficit.
Ferguson back to Youngblood, keeping those legs moving. He's going to be a really intense linebacker for Furman. You could just see it in that kid.
So now it's 3rd down.
And, of course, he's got a linebacker's name, too, Youngblood, like the old Jack Youngblood that played defensive end for the Rams in Florida. Boy, next week, we got the Super Bowl. At least that's what they say in Hawkins County.
The Hawkins County Super Bowl. Volunteer and Cherokee. Of course, going into this week, Cherokee's 3-0. They're undefeated. Volunteer, they are 1-2. I'll see if I can find out how those teams are doing tonight.
In fact, Cherokee was your player of the week, right?
Yeah, Colin Trent, their quarterback, had 4 touchdowns last week. Greenville, they're going to call a timeout here with 1 on the play clock. The game clock is just under 50 seconds.
This has been so impressive by Greenville in the second half. They just owned Science Hill in the second half.
One thing I want to say about Greenville is they live in the weight room. It is year-round, and you can see in the second half, these guys are not tired. I mean, some of these guys play both sides of the ball. Greenville, they build their program on the weight room. It's not just something they do 3 days a week for a couple months. I mean, these kids live in the weight room down there at Greenville. That's a big foundation of their program. All right, Volunteer, they won tonight. They beat Sullivan East 24-21.
Ah.
So Volunteer is 2-2.
Here comes Greenville out of that timeout. Got a 3rd down. From the spread, Ferguson hands it to Gudger. Going left, he's got a blocker. Going to cut back, and Gudger gets in the end zone for another Green Devil touchdown, but there's a flag.
Yeah, I think that's coming back. There's a holding on Greenville.
That's exactly what it is.
For Cherokee, PG, they had a weather delay down in Rogersville tonight. They're still only in the second quarter, but Cherokee is beating Morristown West 31-10.
31-10, wow. Morristown West, of course, one of the traditional powers of Upper East Tennessee, fallen on hard times in recent years, but
so that'll be a good one next week. If Cherokee hangs on there, they'd be 4-0 going into that game. And here's the replay on the third down play, the holding penalty, as Gudger got close to a touchdown.
Right there. There's the hold. And we're back to live action now. And
that'll be the last play of the game. The play clock's to 40 seconds. Game clock's at 30, so that'll be it. Greenville will not have to run another play.
That is going to be it. And the Green Devils are all excited on their sidelines. Their fans have realized the clock is going to run out. Good crowd tonight from Greenville following their team on the road here to Johnson City. And as the clock ticks down, inside 10 seconds now, the Science Hill Hilltoppers realize what's going on. And the final score is going to be Greenville 33 and the Toppers 24, Case.
Science Hill had the ball for 52 seconds in the fourth quarter. 52 seconds. They had the ball for 7 minutes and 30 seconds in the third quarter.
Well, that's your final, 33-24, but we've got lots more to talk about. You're watching Toyota Friday Night Rivals, powered by your East Tennessee Toyota dealers.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City. 1500 double cab 4x4, $29,995. 1500 crew cab 4x4, $32,995. 1500 double and crew cab all-stars, $11,000 and $12,000 off. 2500 Duramax diesel, $13,771 off. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
I'm so glad Pal's Barbie dog is back. You and me both. I like it with slaw. I like mine without. Pass me that tea. Sure.
Pal's one-handed Barbie dog is back for a limited time. Delicious pulled pork barbecue wrapped in a hot dog bun. Pal's, great food in a flash.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one. It's the Toyota last chance clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a Tacoma with 3.9. Correction, where you can get 2.9 financing for 60 months on any rugged new 2019 Tacoma. Or cut a deal on a new Tacoma with $1,750 cash back. Or a full-size Tundra with $3,000 cash back. With a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota last chance clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
When we decided to put a pool in our backyard, we wanted to pick a company with a 25-year reputation for doing things right.
Holly at Brooks Malone made sure that we were satisfied from start to finish.
From design to laying out the template to show us in the yard what our pool would look like, to taking us to several different pools to help us decide on gas lights, fencing, rocks. They're more than just a pool company. We can call them now a year after having the pool. It's support, it's service, it's the total package with Brooks Malone.
Hi, I'm Holly at Brooks Malone. Give me a call today for your free estimate.
It's Truck Month at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. Tracks $15,995, Equinox $20,995, Blazer $26,995, Traverse $27,995, Colorado $20,995. Champion Chevrolet. How do they do that?
The Greenville Green Devils writing a new chapter in the record book, coming back from a 21-point deficit to win 33-24, and the celebration has just begun. Let's go downfield with Olivia Bailey. Olivia?
And what a celebration it is, PJ. We are here with Coach Ammons and the Greenville Green Devils, the first visiting team to win our Champions Trophy. But, Coach, I came back from a deficit there. What were the keys to success in this game?
Same thing we said on Monday. It was just consistent for 4 quarters and just keep going and going, ride highs and lows. And we had to ride a real big high by them in the first quarter, and then the tables turned there in the second half, and I think just playing hard for 4 quarters.
Well, Coach, we want to present you and the Greenville Green Devils with our Toyota Friday Night Rivals Champions Trophy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. some really good television, Casey.
That's great right there. You see how much it means to these guys to win this Champions Trophy.
Yeah. It meant a lot to the Greenville Green Devils. Another terrific game on Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Kids' bones are harder to repair
because they're still growing. But kids are our specialty. So rest assured, the small bones we set now will work perfectly later on when they're bigger. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Toyota's last chance clearance. Take one. It's the Toyota last chance clearance, where you can get a clearance deal on a RAV4 with 3.9. Correction, where you can now get 1.9 financing for 60 months on an adventurous new 2019 RAV4. Or get a low mileage lease payment cut to $199 a month with the most advanced safety features and a 2-year no-cost maintenance plan standard. Hurry to the Toyota last chance clearance, where the cost of buying a new Toyota has been cut. Now through September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Save money on weekly sale items and save time when you pick them all up curbside.
This week, save on Food City Fresh Ground Chuck, rotisserie chicken, hand-cut in-store snack cups, and more.
Value every day, Food City.
Everhart Transportation Incorporated has been supporting the Green Devils for years, and they say go Devils. And when your transportation needs to go, call Everhart Transportation Incorporated at 800-701-7159. Go Devils!
With the Honda Civic, fun and sporty can also be practical and efficient. That's because the Civic LX has more horsepower than the Toyota Corolla L, Nissan Sentra S, and Hyundai Elantra SE, and more passenger space than the Corolla L, Sentra S, and Elantra SE. With standard Honda sensing, a suite of safety and driver-assistive features. No wonder you made the Civic the best-selling compact car in America. Get a great deal. Test drive a Honda today at your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
Kids' fractures can hide from x-rays.
Because kids have growth plates and they can conceal breaks. Fortunately, we have pediatric radiologists from whom nothing can hide. We're Niswonger Children's Hospital.
Another amazing night on Friday Night Rivals as the Greenville Green Devils come back to win 33-24. Casey, give me some final thoughts.
It was 21-0 Science at one point. Greenville scores 33 the last 36 points. And you know this had to mean something extra special to A.J. Stewart. Played at Science Hill last year. Travels to Greenville. Transfers to Greenville. And he had a key interception tonight for the Green Devils. And Greenville moves to 3-1 on the season. They're at home next week against Austin East. Science Hill, meanwhile, drops to 1-3. The Toppers are home next week against Jefferson County.
All right, Casey, thank you so much. Of course, Casey and I couldn't be having all this fun without our great sponsors. We'd like to thank them tonight. Toyota, Hosted Medical Group, FriendshipCars.com, Champion Chevrolet, Food City, and Northeast State Community College, making all these games possible for us tonight. And a special thank to Dustin Walters and Eddie Smith, FriendshipCars.com for dropping by, and Tim Copenhaver for dropping by tonight as well. So that'll do it for us tonight, live from Johnson City. For Casey Getz, this is PJ Johnson. We'll see you next week right here on Toyota Friday Night Rivals.